So today we have our first 10-year rebuild. It's going to be with the Baltimore Orioles. Sorry for no videos over the weekend. If you don't follow me on Twitter, go ahead and follow me. Link is in the description below. But I posted that it was Saturday morning, and I sat down and my PC turned off, and I thought, okay, maybe we have a little update. So I turned it on, and I had a blue screen, and it said there was an error. So I spent, over 4 hours diagnosing what the issue was, trying to figure out what was wrong. Nothing fixed the issue, and I had to completely wipe my computer clean and then reinstall Windows, reinstall everything else, my recording software, everything. I had to reinstall everything. So I spent the last 2 days making sure my audio was okay, all my programs were correct, every driver was updated, everything was how it's supposed to be. Fingers crossed, everything's back to normal now. So let me know if there's any issues with the audio or there's a little desync on the camera to the gameplay. Let me know if you see anything. Put it in the comments down below. But I hope you do enjoy this video. We're back and running. We should be good to go. I hope I can get you daily content going forward. I can't believe the 2 days I missed were just because technology decided to screw me over. Man, technology, it's a blessing and a curse. And it really let me down this weekend. But we're back, and I hope you do enjoy today's video. If you do, hit that thumbs up down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and enjoy the content. And of course, get in the comment section. Let me know what video you want to see next. So if you guys didn't know, Writing Rosters has dropped their roster. It is up to date. It is, obviously, it's not a perfect roster. It's almost impossible to get a perfect roster. But here's the user ID. Search this user ID, and then the name of the roster is Full Miners 21. So just go pick it up, test it out, see what you guys think about it. But yeah, 10-year rebuild. Whew, it's gonna be a challenge. It's gonna be a challenge. So let me get this roster set up. Let me get it looking the way I want it to be, and we'll hop into it. All right, so here you guys go. We're one player over the roster limit. We're 27 out of 26, and the issue is I do want to change. I want to make a couple trades. I want to strengthen up the bullpen. That's probably the area where I'm going to strengthen. The first, couple seasons, I feel like that's the weakest point of the team. John Means, exceptional pitcher right now. He's looking really, really good. Matt Harvey, the Dark Knight. You got Plutko, Zimmerman, Jorge Lopez, and a couple other guys. Grayson Rodriguez in the future could definitely help us out. DL Hall, kind of the same thing. The issue with those two guys are their walks per nine are so low that it's really hard for them to do well. Just because the walks per nine are so low, their whip's always really high. ERA then gets high, and sometimes they do really well, sometimes they don't. So fingers crossed they do. And we have a couple other guys, but definitely pitching is the weaker part of this team, which obviously is a big deal because this isn't a strong team to begin with. So when pitching's bad, it's bad. We've got Rutschman, of course, who could come up in a season or two. Francisco Severino, we're gonna hold it down in the meantime. Trey Mancini at first, Chris Davis behind him, Rio Ruiz, Valleca, Ramon Urias. Jahmai Jones, I think, could help us out maybe next year, maybe in a season or two. Just let him develop a little bit more. We'll see what happens. We got Michael Franco, a couple others, but really we need some youth that is going to be good in a couple seasons, right? I want some players who really can help us out in the future. Yes, we have Adley Rutschman. Yes, we have a couple other guys, Heston Kierstead, Grayson Rodriguez, players like that, but I feel like we need more. Yes, there's Westberg. There's a couple B potential guys here. Mountcastle definitely could play in left field for us. Austin Hayes, Cedric Mullins, who's kind of having a revival of his career currently in real life. But again, I just feel like we need some help. We just need players to get really excited about in this team. So let's go make a trade. Like I said, I wanted to find some bullpen help. And now that I'm thinking about it, I know Shane Green in real life just signed today with the Braves, and that's why obviously he's not with the Braves. But you know what? Maybe we go out and sign someone to kind of help us out. What? I'm looking at it though, who we gonna sign that's gonna be worthy and or worth it to keep for the next couple seasons. So let's just go get a closer. I'm gonna see who I can find, or maybe even just some bullpen help, and see if we can get someone pretty good. All right, a lot of you guys have been telling me to try out Jonathan Hernandez, so let's give him a shot. We're gonna trade Ramon Urias, Malqueen Canelo, and then Zach Watson. So there we go. There's our first trade, and I definitely want to strengthen up the bullpen even more because it's not fantastic. It's really not. So let's just try to get just a couple better pitchers. Actually, I'm trying to think. What could we really... You know what? I might leave it. It sounds crazy, right? Like, obviously, we could use some better pitchers. But some of these guys could be glitchy, right? Ooh, starter. I want a starter. I'm going to take John Gray. He might do well. He might not. But as someone who's 29, can just hold down a position for the next couple seasons, I'm going to trade Jorge Lopez and Dylan Tate to make that deal happen. So, I think that's it. I think that's fine for now. I think that it's not great, right? Like, I look at that and I go, yikes, this is either going to be like the worst season in MLB history, or, you know what, we might have a good season. So 25, 26, they're about the same age. I was trying to think of like how I could get Mullins into the team. Maybe we just kind of, you know what, we got to get Mullins into the team somehow, because like he's killing it in real life. I feel like he deserves that shot. So let's just give him the starting job in center field. And then, even though, let's see here, yeah, we'll just give him the starting spot, and then we'll rock like this. This is the team. Yeah, it's not great. I know it's not great. We're ranked 26th. Understandable, right? Definitely understandable. We're actually ranked 29th. So, okay, first season, let's get it started. And I'll probably just show you the draft at the end of the season. That way you guys can just get the whole, like, here's the draft. This is my plan for the off season. And then we'll hop into the next season. That way we're not stopping randomly. Since we got 10 years to get through, let's get it started. I'll see you guys at the end of the year. First season, 73 and 89. Unfortunately, we're not a postseason team, but that's fine. That's not what I was looking for. You know, like I was looking for us to kind of find some players we could build on and then really move from there. So let's see, standings wise, we were 22 games out, but we weren't the worst team. The Rays were the worst team. Wow. 3.90 ERA, 2.44 on team average, which, okay, not terrible. Now that I'm looking at it like on my screen to see my recording software, I'm noticing I think my camera's a little bit bigger than usual, so maybe I'll tone it down a little bit for the next video. But so I guess I could change it, but you know what, we'll leave it for this one. But all right, let's kind of see who we can maybe target. Another thing is, like, since this is 10 years, we kind of have to plan the budget accordingly, and on top of that, we kind of have to consider some of the younger prospects that we're not seeing in the majors right now, because by then, you know, seasons 5, 7, you know, maybe 8, 9, you know, that's when they're going to start to hit their prime, so we could use them then. So we actually have an award, a gold glove for Freddie Galvis. All right. And looking at it, I mean, I didn't really expect much, to be honest. Akil Badu, Hyunjung Yang. Okay. So yeah, let's take a look. Let's see what happened here. So someone got sent down. Bruce Zimmerman did. And okay, fair enough. Who else was sent down? Nobody, actually. So let's see here. John Means. I mean, John Means is going to be really good for us the entire way. So if we can keep him as long as possible, we might as well. John Gray, not fantastic. He's actually going down. But if I can keep him and he can kind of give us a little bit better of a season, you know, maybe keep the ERA lower towards like a 4, the whip around like a 1.3. I think we can keep him for a couple seasons to help us out. You know, Matt Harvey surprisingly wasn't bad, and then Plutko wasn't bad either. So you know what? I don't hate what I see there. Keegan Aiken, again, not terrible, but not great. Yikes. We'll pretend we didn't see that. Hold on. 26 and he's a senior. Fair. Okay. That's cool. Cesar Valdez, 36. Probably not going to bring him back, but he had quite a good season. Jonathan Hernandez, not terrible. Definitely should improve. So we could work with that. Could be a good relief arm for us. Paul Fry, whip's pretty low. Just the ERA is a little bit high. And then Tanner Scott was really good as well. So it looks like we've got 2 good lefties to kind of build on for the bullpen. You know what? Sean Armstrong. Okay. Holding it down in the closer spot. And then when we take a look at the offense, who was sent down? Pat Valleca? I think it was him, right? Okay, I understand why. DJ Stewart, how were you as our like DH platoon outfielder type situation? Not terrible. Like I said, he's usually kind of a goon in franchise, so we might get him into the mix. Maybe the new DH once Chris Davis retires. We've got Rio Ruiz, who probably not a player I'm going to look to keep around. We'll probably end up letting him walk. Austin Hayes, not great. Actually, our bench as a whole just wasn't fantastic. They called up Jahmai Jones. He played a little bit, was decent, but again, if I can let him develop a little bit more, that's the ideal situation. Cedric Mullins wasn't fantastic. Freddie Galvis wasn't great. Mountcastle, it was okay. You know, like, I want better. I definitely do. I'm also planning on moving him towards first base as Trey Mancini starts aging. And then I'll show you why. We also drafted an outfielder. That's why. Trey Mancini's season, 32 home runs. I'll definitely take that. You know, Santander, 26 home runs. But the numbers, like the averages and everything, definitely want better. Chris Davis, dude. What a season. That is what you look for from Chris Davis. Michael Franco, not great. Chance Cisco, not fantastic either. So we definitely are going to be looking to just improve the team. So let's see what we can do. We don't have a big budget either here with the Orioles, so we got to be super smart with it. So, all right, here we go. Retired players. Chris Davis did retire, but I have my Chris Davis, what's it called? Replacement already. I'm going to let all three walk. I feel like we could find other players, similar values, but a little bit better. I'll add the players that I need to for the 40-man arbitration. I'll consider Rio Ruiz, but I'm not 100% sold on him. And we'll probably bring back everybody. Maybe not Richie Martin. We'll probably just look to get a new starting shortstop. Maybe someone like, not Edie Gregorius, because I know he's still with the Phillies, but someone kind of like that. Maybe a little bit older that can just hold down the spot in the meantime. So let me show you our draft picks. We've got Enos Weiss, who was our first pick. Looks really good, A potential, so that's 90 plus. We got Clarence Cox, 67 overall. Robbie Tata, and then David Guardado. So some relievers that definitely have good overall, good potential already. We've got Dominic Caps, so he's at 70-ish potential, 70 to 79. Andy Coates, same situation, 70, 79 potential. And then we have Damon Martinez, my Chris Davis replacement. And again, 70s potential, but we'll see how we go. So we're mostly relying on the left fielders and the relievers. We'll definitely bring back everybody. You know, we don't have a lot of money. You know, our budget's currently sitting at 130. But with the contracts and the arbitration, probably half or a little bit over half is going to be spent on those. So we'll probably have like 50, 60 million to play with. And we still got a plan for the future. So what we target, I'm not 100% sure. All right, let's start season 2. I'm going to give Jonathan India of the Reds for Taron Vavra and Mac Sciroller. They're gone. They're going to the Reds for Jonathan India. That's the move. I want him to either be third base or second base. I'm not 100% sure yet, but he's going to be playing one of those two spots. And then I think I need one more player to fill out the roster, and I'm trying to think what we could use. But I need to show you the roster history for this offseason. So I just picked up Sogard. He had a pretty good year. I'm thinking maybe he faces righties. And then I also brought back Rio Ruiz, who isn't showing there, but I brought him back. Then he can face lefties because he hits lefties better. We're going to do some platoon matchups. Jared Eichhoff is going to be our long reliever. He was picked up in the Rule 5 spot. James Hoyt, brought him in for a 1-year deal. He was really good. Only pitched 19 innings last year, but it was really good. So I figured I'd pick him up. Devin Mann, a trade. And the reason why I did this trade, you can see he's not really that great. He's not terrible, but he's not going to start for us. The CPU took Michael Bush, one of the Dodgers' top prospects in the Rule 5 draft, and I just felt like that just wasn't realistic at all. And even though this is a fantasy rebuild, it just didn't feel right. So I traded them back, Michael Bush, for Devin Mann. That's the trade. Just picked up India. We picked up Orlando Arcia. Wasn't good last year. Actually didn't even play last year. But maybe we could get him to like kind of turn things around. Maybe he can help us out at shortstop for a couple seasons. And who else did I bring in? Let me show you. Where are they? Richard Rodriguez, a reliever. He's gonna be our new closer. Gave him a 2-year deal, club option on that second season. And Michael Wacha, 1-year deal, $5.5 million. He was actually really solid last year. He's gonna be like our 4 or 5 in the rotation. And I think that's really about it. Rio Ruiz, I don't see him, even though I did bring him back. So we need one more player. And this is what we're looking like. Means, Gray, Wacha, Plutko, Aiken. So actually, Wacha fits right in that 3 spot. And then Eichhoff, the bullpen, surprisingly really good last year. I didn't hate it. And then you can see the rest of the squad here. So, yeah, that's the team. I didn't want to switch it up too much. Again, you know, we don't have, like, going out and signing a crazy player right now just doesn't make too much sense. You know, I'm kind of waiting for Rushman to be ready. I'm kind of waiting for Heston Kjerstad to be ready. And then we also have a couple other players where I'm like kind of keeping my eye out for them. So what I'm thinking is Sogard slots in here. Maybe India plays. Do we make him a third baseman or just keep him at second base? Let's move him back to third, because that's kind of where he was prior to the Reds not really having a second baseman, so they threw him there, and they like completely shuffled their team around. So I'm gonna move India back to third base, and this is kind of what I'm thinking. So just basically matchups. He hits righties better, we put him in there. You know, he hits righties better, we put him there. And then of course versus lefties, we've got Rio Ruiz, who hits lefties well. We've got Valleca, who hits lefties well. And then I'm gonna go out and sign maybe another outfielder, maybe another infielder really quickly. Let's see who we can get here. Miguel Rojas. Honestly, probably a good idea. I'm trying to think who else. Whatever. We'll bring back Galvis. He wants quite a bit of money though, but if he takes that, that's fine. That's fine. We'll work with that there, and then we'll play the matchups as well. So you saw the lineup. This is what I'm thinking. I'll change it for the lefties that I mentioned, and then we'll hop into it. I feel like we made the trade. I like that pickup for Jonathan India, and I think that's really about it. We can hop into the regular season really quickly, and then see, you know, we have Enos Weiss, who probably could play center field. Speed, you know, decent fielding, decent hitting stats. I feel like he could maybe move to center field if we need him to. We've got Diaz still. We got Jahmai Jones, who definitely needs to start. Heston Kierstad. We've got Rushman, who I need to move up to AAA. But those are really the main players in the farm system. And then when you look at pitching, you know, obviously we have, where are they? Grayson Rodriguez, DL Hall, and a couple players that we drafted. But we gotta wait a couple more seasons. We gotta start getting some new players in the farm system. But for now, I like the team where we're at. Obviously, this isn't a realistic rebuild, so I'm going to start to go a little crazy in free agency and things like that. But we have $40 million to play with. I just feel like going out and signing a crazy good player doesn't make a lot of sense, because I don't want to blow the whole budget on a one player and then just can't afford other players down the line. Especially like Mancini becomes a free agent. John Means, I'm pretty sure, becomes a free agent in a couple seasons. Might want to keep him around. So let's play it smart. Let's start to get some younger guys we can build the team around. And then by the time we hit season like 4, we'll just be a really good team and we can run away with the league. So season 2, let's get into it. Season 2, 74 and 88, which, almost identical to what we did last year? I'm pretty sure it's like almost identical. One game better. I mean, I don't hate it. Do I wish we would have done a little bit better? Of course. But you know what? It's a long process. We got 7 more years now. So yeah, we were 15 games out in the wild card. So like, again, like I said, it's gonna be a long process, and I'm trying to see what players are doing well, and I'm looking at it and seeing what players aren't doing well, and I kind of have an idea of like where I want to go with this team now. So I feel like we're in a good spot. It's just, you know, hopefully we can turn this team around pretty quickly. So, you know, Gold Gloves, Mountcastle, and Mancini, and now I'm looking at it, and even though Mancini just won a Gold Glove, he didn't have the best of seasons. At least he wasn't at the deadline. Like, his season was just pretty mediocre. So hold on, let me get it set up the way I had it. So he did come up for a little bit. He wasn't terrible. He wasn't terrible at all, actually. But oh wait, no, don't release him. Why is he in the majors? Who did they send down? Plucko. Oh, they sent down Aiken, which is completely understandable, because wow, did he have a bad year. So all right, let's talk about it real quick. So Aiken, he had like a 7 ERA. Yeah, it wasn't good. So this, he probably won't be with the team like in terms of the majors going forward. And we've got a couple okay arms. You know, Grayson Rodriguez, you know, looking solid. You know, Jared Eichhoff, ERA is a little high, but the whip's not terrible. So like, if we can get him for a cheap deal, maybe we bring him back. If not, we can always go in a different direction. You know, Isaac Matson, 24 innings, pretty good. Tanner Scott went up in ERA and whip, which is a little worrisome. I probably will keep him for the last year of his arbitration, but we'll have to wait and see. Jonathan Hernandez, unbelievable. James Hoyt, really good, but he's actually going down pretty quickly. So probably done with him after this season. Paul Fry, kind of the same thing as what happened with Scott, so it's a little worrisome. And then Armstrong wasn't as good as he was last year. And then Richard Rodriguez, good. And I might pick up that option for 2.7 mil. So looking at our starters now, John Means still putting up fairly good numbers. pretty good number. I would say they're very good. I did bring back John Gray. I gave him a 3-year deal, and that 3rd year is a contract, that option. It has a team option. So good season. Love it. I want to see him continue to develop, so I think we'll keep him for probably the 3 years unless he does absolutely terrible next year. Michael Wacha was good, so we'll see if we can get him for cheaper than $5.5 million. And then Pleco, dude. Pleco's kind of dealing, so like I don't hate him in that 4 spot. And when we take a look at the lineup, who got sent down? Freddie Galvis. That's okay. Someone else got sent down too, I think. Arcia. Uh-oh. How did he do? Not great. So we might have to just let him go, as he did have an option. So our bench, Rio Ruiz, mostly against lefties. Obviously, he's just more of a platoon guy. I gave him a $2 million contract option. We'll probably take it. $2 million is super cheap. Hayes was okay. Severino, okay. Valleca, not so much. And then Jemai Jones didn't even get in at bat this year. Servideo, nothing either. Cedric Mullins, how'd you do? Almost identical to last year. So, again, nothing too crazy. I probably will keep him. He's super cheap, and we'll just hold him there until one of those younger guys is ready to go. Sogard, pretty good. 374 on base percentage. Solid. Mountcastle, good year. Mancini, like I said, just probably a player I'm going to look to let walk. I'll move Mountcastle in, and then we can just get a new outfielder. I don't think Enos Weiss is ready just yet, but he's pretty close. Maybe one more season, and then we can get the Canadian into the team. And I guess that means we could probably keep Mancini for a year, depending on the contract. Santander, he's hitting 20-plus home runs, but like the OPS is low, the on base percentage, the average is low. Yikes. DJ Stewart, man, I'm telling you, he is a very good DH. Just really good there. We've got Chance Cisco, who wasn't terrible, and then Jonathan India. I'm hoping for better things moving forward. His numbers are going up, though. I did move him to 3rd, so that's why his overall is still at a 77 compared to him being at second base. Jemai Jones might be a trade piece. At 24, his hitting stats just aren't there yet. We'll have to wait and see. And let's see here. Is it time? Is it time? I don't know, man. I want those hitting stats a little closer to like mid-60s. I just feel like it's going to stunt his growth if we just throw him in and he's not ready yet, So, okay, that's fine. I'll have to think about it. We do have Severino and Chance Cisco, so like it's not the worst thing if we hold him down for one more season. I know a lot of you guys want to see him into the team, but again, I don't want to just stunt his growth because we throw him into the team too early. So, like I said, I'll probably take this option. I'm going to take this option as well. I'm going to decline this one because he wasn't great. What does Mancini want? Oh, super cheap deal. Okay, yeah, let's do it. We'll give it a club option. He wants a little bit more money. We'll give it to him. He'll be a platoon guy moving forward. Michael Wacha, how much does he want? $7 million. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait on that one. And then Sogard and Galvis can go. So, all right, let's keep moving forward. See what we got here. 40-man. Definitely adding those two to the 40-man. Arbitration. Let's see here. Oh, we got Eichhoff for arbitration. Definitely going to offer him one. Hoyt, I am not. Arcia, I am not. And then maybe not Armstrong as well. So 3 pitchers probably not coming back, right? No. Shortstop and 2 pitchers. Contracts. Everybody's getting a contract unless it's like a 35-year-old with deep potential. Probably not going to get a contract there. And now, where did we need position players? Oh, we definitely need a shortstop because I don't think this guy's MLB ready just yet, and I don't think he ever will be. So maybe he's a trade piece, and we could probably get maybe a pitcher, maybe a starting pitcher, just to kind of help us out a little bit more in that area, or maybe just a really good reliever. I'm not too sure yet. And then we need a second baseman unless we let Jemai Jones just take over the spot there, which I'm not opposed to. Give him some reps. So yeah, shortstop. Yeah, shortstop. Shortstop and maybe a pitcher or 2. Yeah, I think that's the move. Shortstop and a pitcher. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? I don't want to spend big, though. That's the thing. But we'll find something. And then shortstop. What do we have here? We might maybe we trade for a shortstop. We'll see. I'll see you guys for season 3. So since we didn't really get a chance to use him, I'm going to get Jazz Chisholm to join us here in Baltimore. With the Miami rebuild, he just wasn't high enough rated. He never really got a chance. So let's give Jazz a shot at shortstop with this team. And we're going to trade Anthony Servideo and Kyle Stowers. And then let me show you the roster history. So I didn't show you the draft picks. At least I don't remember. I don't think I did. I brought back James Hoyt. I accidentally gave him a 2-year deal instead of a 1-year deal. So there's that. We just picked up Jazz Chisholm. I'm gonna show you Tommy Chung. Tommy Chung, catcher, but can play first and third as well. Really good hitting stats. And I'm thinking maybe we make him a third baseman or maybe a first baseman. Probably a third baseman since we already have Rutschman. And then I accidentally drafted. I didn't accidentally draft him, but I did draft another catcher who's got really good hitting stats and is more of like a long-term thought in my head who could play first base because he's 6'4". So he was more of like a let's let him develop and eventually he'll be ready maybe by season like 6, 7. And then, oh wait, this is season 3 already. He might be ready by like 8 at this point. We also have William Singleton, B potential, another long-term project. And then Juan Nunez, meh, not great. Lewis Washington, again, 70s potential somewhere in there. And then Tom Henley's got like high 80s potential. Yes. And then Fernando Cordova, first baseman, 72 overall. He's got high 80s potential as well. Really good hitting stats already. So this might be our Trey Mancini replacement. I brought in Matthew Boyd on a 2-year deal. He's had 2 good seasons. I thought, you know what? Let's throw him into the bullpen. He's 32, so he at least could give us 2 seasons. I brought in Dane Dunning as well. Another cheaper option for the pitching. I'm kind of just waiting for Grayson Rodriguez, DL Hall to be ready and give them a shot. And this guy. Ho, what a snag he was. Free agency. What is he doing in free agency? He could play third. He could play short. He's a second baseman. He looks so good. Look at those hitting stats, the vision, love it. I think that's really about it. Jalen Beeks also came in to help us out with the bullpen. But yeah, that's our offseason. So this is what we're looking like right now. I think a pitcher is probably someone that we should definitely target. But yeah, we probably should. Like Plutko's been good, but is he gonna continue to do well? You know what I mean? So is it really worth just like coasting at this point? We're in season 3. We probably should start to get serious about it. We'll jazz up the lineup a little bit. And yeah, probably something like this. I like the team. I like our bench as well. Ruiz, Hayes, Severino, Valleca. I wanted a center fielder. Because, right field, we do have, where is it? We do have Kierstead, right? He doesn't look too far off. And then we have like nobody really in center field. And then we have Weiss in left field, who we could potentially make a center fielder. Because now that I'm thinking about it, we've got our backup for Mancini at first. We've got second base kind of clogged up now with like, I'm going to make him a shortstop. So he's sticking with the team. He ain't going anywhere. He's staying at short. But so we'll have short there. Second base, we have Ramsey, Ruiz. We have Valleca, Jahmai Jones. So we've got plenty of second basemen. Third base, we've got India for the future. I doubt we're going to really lose him anytime soon. So maybe we keep Mountcastle here, Weiss in center. So do we need a center fielder then? Because we have Kierstead in right. Yeah, we might not need a center fielder. But then where do we need? Probably pitching then, huh? Let's get a pitcher. Let's go get a pitcher. All right, Chance Cisco, Adam Plutko, and Connor Wade are getting us Henry Sasaki. This guy was drafted, had to have been second. No, it had to have been the first season. Look at him, 19. Pitched a full season last year. Holy cow. I know it's another lefty in the rotation, but get him into the team. Ooh. Throw him right in. We'll have him, right there. We'll put him in the 5 for now. He'll definitely improve. Wow, what a pickup there. I know we're taking players from the Reds left, right, and center, but I am perfectly fine with that. So we did lose another player, so we probably could pick one up. Maybe just free agency. Might as well let everybody else who's chilling in the minors still sit there. And I had my eye on Marwin in case I couldn't get a shortstop anyways. So let's just give him like $5.5 million, probably 6. We'll just bump it up to 6 for the 6.5. 7? You're getting greedy here. All right, we'll just give him 7. We'll let him be the backup, and we'll rock like that. So let's get to the regular season. I'm trying to see anybody becoming a free agent anytime soon that I'm worried about. Not really. So yeah, sim to the regular season. What's our budget at? 40 million still to play with. So yeah, we're pretty healthy. We're set for the future, I would say. So yeah, this is what we're gonna rock with. Santander is kind of on my like potentially out the door list. He's just not doing well, and I feel like with Kierstead right behind him, the hitting stats aren't too far off. Might as well give him a shot soon. And then we got Rutschman. Jemai Jones, I'm not 100% sold on, but we did just get that other second baseman. Where is he? Ramsey. So, like, if Jemai Jones doesn't pan out, we got Ramsey. And, yeah, I mean, I feel like we're starting to build a young team here that's going to be set for the future. I like it. I like it. We've got this Sasaki guy who looks unreal. You know, Boyd has been doing well. Gray wasn't bad last year. John Means is John Means. We all know he's good in franchise. And then the bullpen, we'll definitely work on the bullpen a little bit. We've got some young players that we've drafted who look unbelievable. I think we're set. Let's keep going. Season 3, let's see how it goes. So 85 and 77, definitely an improvement. We're getting better, and that's actually quite a big improvement. That's like, what, eight games I think it was that we moved up. So we were 6 games out in the division. You know, the team ERA is unbelievable. The team average could be a little bit better, but I feel like we weren't too far out in the wild card. We missed it by a game. Oh, man. Okay. You know what? There we go. We're not too far off. It's only season 3 too, and like we're pretty competitive already. Okay. I don't see anybody in the league leaders category, like not even like close. So there's that. But it's looking like things are starting to come together, and it's looking like the pitching is what's really carrying this team, which I'm okay with. That's what I'm happy with. Some more Gold Gloves and Rookie of the Year, solid. Jared Walsh, really? Huh. Maybe we need a first baseman. We don't really need a first baseman. That's like the last position we need, actually. And I don't really see anybody for us. Oh, Rutschman, who doesn't look like he had a great season. But let's take a look. Let's see how things change, because it looks like I don't think any pitchers got sent down. Oh, Jalen Beeks did. Yeah, Jalen Beeks was bad. He was garbage. But Jared Eichhoff, really good. I don't know how much money he's gonna want. Hopefully not too much, because I would love to keep him in this long relief spot as long as possible. DL Hall came up a little bit, and this is what I'm worried about. His whip at 1.5. His walks at 37 is just way too low. And even if, you know, if it keeps going up by 6, it's still going to take quite a bit for him to get a decent walks per 9 number. Tanner Scott was better than last year, which I like to see. You got Paul Fry, who back to what we were expecting of him. Really good numbers. Hunter Harvey didn't pitch at all. I don't even know if we'll ever use him, to be honest. James Hoyt did really well, but he is falling off. So even though I did give him a 2-year contract, I don't know if I'd give him another year, just because, like, that's a big fall off. He was like a 76 at the beginning of the season. You know, Jonathan Hernandez is looking fantastic. And then Richard Rodriguez has been unbelievable for us as well. And then when you look at our starting pitching, man, John Means obviously at the top, doing very well. John Gray, we picked him up, and he's been doing well. Matthew Boyd, solid. Dane Dunny, not really what I was looking for. I gave him a couple years, but he's probably going to end up in the minors. And then Sasaki, not as good as last year, but still a really good season. And he's only 19. Like, that's the crazy part. So I'm okay with that. Rio Ruiz, I'm probably going to let him go. He's just not doing anything. I'm trying to even give him the good matchups. Just not doing it. You know, like nothing too spectacular. Pedro Severino's probably going to stay as the backup as long as we can keep him on a fairly cheap deal. Who got sent down? Jemai Jones? Yeah. Probably going to trade him. You know, we just got other players who are just better. We just got other players who are better, you know. Cordova was actually killing it at the beginning of the year. He's quiet right now, but he was killing it. So, Cedric Mullins. Okay. All right, 21 home runs. He's a late bloomer. Oh man, he's a late bloomer. We might get MVP Cedric Mullins here. Jazz Chisholm, fantastic season. Mountcastle, same thing. Mancini is falling off, and you know what? I'll give him this one more year. He'll probably just replace one of these guys on the bench. You know, Santander, a lot better, but you know, I just don't know. We've got DJ Stewart, who's been killing the ball. And I just don't know if I can trust Santander, especially if he wants a lot of money. I'm expecting big things from Rutschman. He's improving. So first season, you know, baby steps. And then Jonathan India definitely improved, especially that on-base percentage and average, OPS, all that stuff. He's looking solid. I think we've got our third baseman for the future. So, okay, places to build. We've really started to get, you know, some good core players in the team. The Athletics won the World Series. Definitely a surprise team of the year. Them and the Red Sox are killing it right now, right? Athletics, right? Am I thinking the Athletics? I think I'm I think I'm thinking of the Athletics. They're what, 21 wins? 22 wins? 21 wins. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I don't know why I said the Athletics and I immediately went, no, that's not right. But then no, it is right. Okay, so how much does he want? 4 mil? Can I get you down to like 5? Okay. I'm gonna do a club option though. Like just in case, you know, he falls off the table and it's terrible. I'm picking up this 7 million option. Team option. Yep, gonna do that. Gonna do this one as well. And then 3 million. I'm just gonna keep it one more year. Valeka and Marwin. I'm gonna let these two go. Oh, I almost didn't even off these guys a contract. Severino's not gonna be an everyday guy. He's not gonna be an everyday guy, but he probably will be. So let's bump it up. He wants 9. Deal. I'll do it. Oh wait, he wants more like 10 for 2 years. Boom. You know my club options. And then Severino, we're gonna see if we can get him cheaper in the offseason. So boom, here we go. 40 man. Grayson Rodriguez, yes. Kierstead, yes. Probably Hall and Hanafi as well. Arbitration. Do I give him one more year to prove himself? Because Kierstead's still not ready. So maybe, because his arbitration's not bad. 3 mil is nothing. So maybe I do. I give him one more year to prove himself, and then contracts. Everybody's getting a contract. And then this is how the draft went. So we have Jim Davis, 75 overall. Ernesto Blanco, decent. I don't know if he's going to be good, but we'll see. Kent, Dunn, Hamilton, and then Miller. As you can see, I kind of went with quite a few pitchers. I was trying to kind of add some players into that area rather than position. And yeah, there we go. So I think we need to replace Dunning. We could give it to Hall. We could give it to Rodriguez. And then we need probably 1 or 2 bullpen arms. And then lineup wise, this is what, second base. So we could give it to Jemai Jones, or we could give it to that guy we signed last year, Ramsey. So we have the options. All right, season 4. And this is what we're going to do. I had to think about it for a second. I was like, are we really in season 4? Yeah. So Bruzdar is going to come to Baltimore along with Odell Malone, who looks like a really good pitching prospect, for Tyler Irwin, Santander, and Jalen Beeks. The thing is, like, Jalen Beeks wasn't good. Anthony Santander, probably going to replace him anyways. Might as well get some help in the bullpen. And then let me show you the offseason. So picked up this guy as a backup, just an extra bat off the bench. Nico Goodrum is going to just be our platoon guy. He was like a 1-year deal. We've got John Means, just signed him to an extension, so his contract expired at the end of this year. I did $15 million for the next 3 seasons, and then obviously Odell and Bruzdar from the trades, and then I signed a couple players to kind of fill out the rest of the team. And Kurt Casale is our new backup instead of Severino. I think that's really about it. Oh, Pagan was a free agent. I wanted to get some more bullpen help. I felt like we had a couple weak arms there, and I felt like picking up Pagan helped us. And then Sasaki was also brought back. He was like he just wouldn't sign a contract, so I had to do that like renew last minute contract situation. So we should 25. How are we at 25? Oh, because I traded 2 for 1. So that means Heston's gonna come up now, and he's gonna be DH / something. I don't know yet, but I'm thinking maybe, do we get Bruzdar the closer spot? Do we try that and maybe run like this? So we got Means, Gray, Boyd, Sasaki, and Grayson Rodriguez. I'm going to give him a shot. I want to see how he does. Hopefully it's good. Eichhoff, Scott, Fry, Pagan, Rodriguez, Hernandez, and Bruzdar. So boom, there we are. Pitching staff, pretty strong. And then now, do we just rock like that? Maybe we should. Give it a shot. Get some of these younger guys into the team. There we go. Mullins, Chisholm. So we've got pretty good team. The bench is all right. Real Ruiz is basically just, it was super cheap deal. That's why I kept him. But yeah, I like the team. We definitely have some youngsters as well. So we have, where is he? We've got Chung, who's a 68 now. Sanchez, only a 50. I might move him to first base now. I might just do that. Let's just move him to first base now. That way, that probably should actually bring his rating up a little bit. 57, so it actually brought it down. But we've got Cordova, who's a 75, so I definitely think he's going to probably be a late addition to the roster this season. We have Ramsey, who I'm going to let Ruiz, Jemai Jones, kind of fight it out. And if they do poorly, then we call up Ramsey. And then we have a couple shortstops as well, but they just don't look great. They're more like fielding shortstops, so they'll probably be backups. He's definitely coming up next year as long as he hits 70 for contact. And then he might take over for one of the outfielders. Maybe Heston takes over for DJ Stewart if DJ Stewart falls off, and then Weiss just becomes the starting outfielder. We'll have to figure it out. But yeah, that's the team. Let me get Heston going. He actually hits lefties better. So where's DJ Stewart? We're going to go like that, and then we'll have that. And boom, there we go. There we are. That's the team. I like it. We are currently ranked 23rd. We missed the postseason by a game, so I still have faith in the team. I feel like we improved, especially that bullpen. So here we go. Season 4. What did we have last year? We had 85 wins. All right, let's try for 90 this season. All right, so 1 game short of 90. Close enough, right? We won the division, taking on the Angels. So there we go. Finally, a division win, and that took us, what, 4 seasons? I didn't think it was going to be that quick. I thought we were going to need at least, 5. But you know what? 4 is good. We won the division by 6 games. We're ranked 21st. Team ERA is still in a good spot. Team average is okay, but you know what? We won the division, so I can't complain, right? Like, definitely in, we're in the right direction. And, you're looking around the league, and it's like, looks like 90 is kind of the area to win everything. We've got a league leader, Henry Sasaki. I'm telling you, that guy's going to be so good for us. And, yeah, offensively, I still think we could use a little bit better of bats. Jazz Chisholm's there's for doubles, but outside of that, we don't really have pop. And I feel like that's kind of what's hurting us as well. Like, we can only rely on our pitching so much, and we definitely will need some new pitchers. I noticed that already. So I'm thinking about picking up some really good hitters, as Sasaki's in the Cy Young contention at least. But and then Heston was in there for Rookie of the Year. But what I was going to say was, I definitely have an idea for a couple hitters I want to target. On top of that, a couple pitchers, because boy, did some of our pitchers suck. One of them being John Gray. He didn't have a terrible year, but you can definitely tell this was like the last year for him. And then who else? Someone else got sent down, I think. Nope. But we do have some really good bullpen arms that are starting to develop. But Eichhoff is still doing well. You can see he's starting to go down, though. So we have him for 1 more year. Probably going to let him stay with the team. DL Hall, I just don't think he's going to do it. I think I'm going to trade him. He's going to be a key piece to get a new starter. Connor Green didn't pitch, but like, he's actually done well when given the chance. So he could potentially take over for Eichhoff. Scott is another guy where I just can't give him, I just don't have the confidence in him. So he may end up being an amazing pitcher, but I need someone I have confidence in. Paul Fry, though, he's getting my confidence a little bit, and I think we can keep him. Pagan was great. Richard Rodriguez was solid. Jonathan Hernandez has been lights out. And then Bruzdar is fantastic. When you look at our starters, John Means, outstanding. Matthew Boyd, still doing well, but this is the last year of his contract, so we definitely need starters. Sasaki, fantastic. Grayson Rodriguez, I expect him to improve. And, I mean, his walks per 9 are already at 52, so they're going to go up. So I'm thinking maybe Sasaki goes here. We'll have Boyd, Rodriguez, and then Boyd will go. So we'll have Sasaki, Means, and Rodriguez as our 3. We'll still need 2 more starters. So I have an idea of who to target. I'm going to keep it a secret, though. So looking here, Mancini was sent down. He's just been falling off. Definitely the last year with the team. Ramsey definitely getting called up next year. We've got Weiss definitely getting called up next year. Cordova definitely getting called up next year. Jemai Jones wasn't great. Gave him the shot. Nico Goodrum wasn't good either. Cedric Mullins, he's good. He definitely is good. I got to get him into the team somehow, especially with like Austin Hayes also doing very well. I don't know how I'm going to figure this out or how I'm going to get these guys into a team. Maybe one of them's DH. We'll have to find some way to do it, right? Logan Wyatt wasn't great. Adam Hall, meh. Hudson Haskin got called up. Whatever, it's fine. You can see our center fielders are doing pretty well. Late bloomers, I would say. Jazz Chisholm is outstanding. We got to lock him up, 100%. Mountcastle took a step back. I don't like that. I hate seeing that, and especially when he's becoming a free agent soon. We've got DJ Stewart, who definitely took a step back. He still hit 26 home runs, though. But you can see, you know, numbers are going down, which I still want to keep him if I can get him for a cheap deal. If not, you know, maybe Hayes just slots in at a DH spot, or Kierstead just becomes our DH, because fairly good season. Rutschman's improving. Rio Ruiz, meh. Jonathan India, still kind of getting up there with the numbers, but he's still doing well, and at least good enough. And I feel like we could definitely clean this up a little bit. So let's just call up Gray again. We'll send down, well, maybe we go, you know what? No, we'll leave him down. We'll go DL Hall can also be sent down, so I need to call somebody up. I'm going to call up, we'll just call up Mancini, and then we'll send down, what was it, DL Hall. Boom, we'll go like that. And pitching rotation, we'll rock like this. We'll have these guys in the bullpen. Yep. And then line up. How are we going to do this? Do we just kind of bump them down a little bit? I think that's just what's going to have to happen. Just bump them down a little bit. And do we get Cedric Mullins in instead? I think he's just been so good. We kind of have to. And then we'll put Mancini there. Mancini goes back here. We'll kind of move things around. Who was this? Second base. Ooh, we don't have a second baseman. Rio Ruiz. And then our DH can be Hayes, I guess. We'll figure it out. Jazz Chisholm can move up. Yeah. All right. We'll rock like this. We'll just move things around a little bit. I don't want him there. We'll just go like that. We'll go like that. Now I'm starting to like feel unsure about everything. And yikes. All right. Angels matchup. Okay. Boom. We advance. All right. Perfect. So we're rocking a 4-man rotation anyway, so we should be fine. Sasaki game 1. Okay. Boyd game 2. Rodriguez. John Means. Okay. Sasaki, win it for us. What is that? 3-2 still? That's okay. This is not good. This is to go to the World Series, isn't it? Oh, we got to play this game 100%. If we're going to the World Series with this one, yes, sir. John Means is a little tired. So what we'll do is hope for like 3 innings out of this and then go to the bullpen. I feel like that's the best way to do it. And going against Reynaldo Lopez, we got to get something going, right? Double play, that's big there. Single and then a fly out. Come on. I need some offense. There it is. A double. That's it. Just a double. That's all you can give me? That's not good enough. And then a double for them. The run comes in. John Means gave me 4. I was looking for 3. Perfect. I'll take it for sure. Fielder's choice and a ground out pitching change. This is why we had those extra pitchers there. An error that could have hurt us. A double play. Come on, guys. Luis Robert's 3 for 3 on the day. Okay, Jazz gets us back in the game. And 3-1. All right. 3 more innings. We got to get the base. God, what am I trying to say? We got to get the bats going, not the bases going, the bats going. I think I had a stroke. I don't know what that was. Pitching change. India, please. A sac fly. I'll take it. It got the run in. All right. Can he give me 1 more inning? He does. Perfect. Jazz. Start us off. Lefty. Okay. How is he doing? 0 for 3? We don't really have a good righty on the bench, though. That's the thing. Ooh, we have... All right. Cedric Mullins. Lines out. That's tough. A walk. All right. What is this? Andrew Vaughn. We'll just go to Pagan. A single. All right. Bottom 9. It is time to walk it off. I have faith in the team. Trey Mancini. There we go. Come on. Anybody. All right. Pagan with the guy on second. Let's just go to Hernandez. A double. Wait. Where did the runner go? But there's no outs. Wait. Did they check? Oh, did they? Wait. What happened? I'm so confused. What happened? Was it the... Wait. Yeah, right? I'm so confused. What happened? We lost. Wait, wasn't Yerman at second? Or did they pinch hit? No, because if the guy got a double, there was a guy on second. Wouldn't that have... Did my game just bug? I mean, we lost. So, like, I'm so confused. I gotta watch that back, and then I'll talk to you guys next season about it. What happened? What just happened? I'm so confused. I gotta watch that back. I feel like something bugged. 100% something bugged, right? I'm gonna pick up this option. Tanner Scott, is he the one? Yeah, we're not gonna bring him back. How much does he want? I'll do 1 year for him, just because I'm not 100% sure if he's gonna do well. Emilio Pagan, can I get 1 year out of 8 mil? Oh man, Boyd, I said I was gonna let walk. Richard Rodriguez, he definitely fell off the table. So I'm just gonna. We have money. Let me do 1 year, 10 mil, 2 years, club option. We'll bump it up. Dang, he wants a lot. That's so much money. But you know what? We need good bullpen help. Pagan was great. Might as well keep him with the team. Have unexercised options. What option did I not? Oh, this one. Decline it. There we go. So, yep. There we go. Perfect. Free agency. 40 man. I don't know who this Cespedes guy is. His potential drop down from A to B. I'll still add him. Same thing with Westberg. Everybody's getting arbitration, I believe. No, John Gray is not. Hoyt is not. Everybody else will. And then contracts. Everybody's getting a contract. Like I said, I want to try to get a good pitcher. Definitely slot in at that 3 spot. Maybe even the 2 spot. I definitely want to add some bullpen help as well, even though we do have some youngsters who can help us out. I'm not 100% sure they're ready. We have the second baseman. We have the first baseman in the farm system. So if I really wanted to, I could go out and try to get like a really good outfielder. Just because like Kierstead's good, DJ Stewart's good, you know, Cedric Mullison's been good. Or we could call up that guy that we drafted, Weiss, and then just spend all the money on pitching, which probably the smarter move. Alrighty, season 5 is about to start. I took a little break, and yeah, let's just get right back into it. I kind of forgot what season one I was in after coming back from this like break. And yeah, let's get this deal done. So I hope this deal gets done. Now that I'm looking at it, I didn't even realize that the whole money situation is there. So now I'm kind of worried that it's not gonna go through. So it goes through. All right, we're gonna get Wasker Yanoa from the Braves for DL Hall and a couple other players. Essentially, I just wanted that last starter to put into the rotation and really see how it would help us out. So maybe I'm thinking like maybe something like that. Maybe Sasaki is the number 3 in the rotation. But you can see that we have some of our young guys, Guardado and Davis, coming up and helping us out in the bullpen. Hernandez, Gratterall still here. Pagan, we got Fry and Eichhoff. And then, of course, in the lineup, you know, I'm trying to figure out how I want to balance this all out. I think we have an extra spot now, don't we? No, we're at 26. But we have Hayes, Ramsey's called up. We got Chisholm, Mountcastle, Mullins, Cordova, Rushman, Wise, and India. So we're starting to get some of those young guys into the team. We're starting to get some of our prospects in. And then also we're just starting to see, you know, some players like Jazz, who's 27 now. So he's kind of like I wouldn't say a veteran, but, you know, he's been around the block a little bit. So Mountcastle's another player. I'm just like, man, I really need him to just give me a little bit more. Maybe get into the mid 80s, you know, drop a 30 home run season, maybe a high 20 season, a good on base percentage, OPS, all that stuff. Our bench is okay. But yeah, this is kind of what I'm thinking. What position am I missing here? Let's see. Maybe, what is it, second base? We'll swap those. We'll put Mullins there, I guess, and Cordova can go there. And then yeah, that was really about it. I mean, you guys kind of get an idea of what the team's looking like, and I feel like we're doing a pretty good job. I feel like we've got a really good squad starting to come together here. And yeah, you know what? We'll put him over Keston. He's higher rated anyway, so I feel like he probably should play. So yeah, let's rock with it. We got a pretty good squad here. I'm pretty excited to see how it plays out, see how we do. how we win some games. Hopefully, we are ranked. Ooh, do we have anybody becoming a free agent? Hernandez. Ooh, that's somebody I definitely want to lock up as a closer too. Bruzdar technically hasn't been given the closer role, so like, is it like a make or break scenario here? Let's go. How old is he? 28 or 28? Yeah, let's go 4 years with the club option. See if he takes that. He wants a little bit more money. What about 11 years? Oh, or 11 million for 11 million for 4 years. All right, let's bump it down with the club option. 3 years. He'll take that. That's good to see. Austin Hayes. It's either him or Mullins, and you know whoever does well we'll keep. Whoever does poorly we'll let go. So we'll let the rest kind of sit, think about it for a little bit. We're ranked 16th, 7th in contact, 7th in pitching. Pretty good. We getting some of these younger guys involved. You know, Henley is a closer. Malone from the Dodgers we traded, obviously. And then we have one more, Robbie Tata. Love the name. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we really have any other pitchers to look forward to. Offensive players. I'm trying to remember. Chung, the catcher. And then I think that was we have one more who was a catcher but now is a first baseman, and let me see where he's at rating wise. He is 61, but his hitting stats look really good, so potentially he could help us out soon just as like a hitter. That's really about it. So maybe I'll throw him in AA, see how he does there, and we'll go from there. But yeah, that's the team. I like it. I think we're a really strong team. We just gotta have a little bit of luck this year. We won the division 95-67, taking on the winner of the wild card. Oh, okay. All right, so 3.20 ERA. Wow, that's really good. We're ranked 9th as a team, 260 average. All right, won the division by 5 games, and man, I'll take it. You know, we kind of started off the season slow, kind of sitting around 500 for a little bit, and then right towards the end of the year, like really after the deadline, we really like picked it up, started winning a lot of games, going on some winning streaks, and it paid off. John Means is so good. He is the franchise god. He is a glitch. Like if you ever need a pitcher, and everyone always tells me, get John Means. Yes, get John Means. He is the pitcher to get. He is so good. And at this point in the rebuild, what was it, season 5? So I guess we could take a look around the league, kind of get an idea of how the teams are lining up and everything like that. You can see the awards that we got: a couple Gold Gloves, and then a Rookie of the Year for Cordova, or Cordova, however you want to pronounce it. But I'll take that for sure. I mean, that makes me worried that the other rookie didn't do well in Ramsey, but he actually looks like he had a really good season. So there we go. All right, so is it just our lineup that's wonky? Oh yeah, it definitely is. Okay, so let's just take a look at like the offensive lineup really quickly. Francisco Guerrero, 30 years old. Yo, Jarren Duran, I think he's gonna be a stud for the Red Sox. The Red Sox have been exceeding expectations so much in real life, and it's cool to see. You know, like their pitching isn't like extremely insane or anything. It's just like mediocre, I would say, like kind of right in the middle. It's not really good, it's not bad, it's just kind of like average, and they're getting the job done. The offense is killing it. You love to see it. You know, they're definitely doing really well. Can they keep it up? That's kind of the big question. I'm excited to see how that the East Division plays out. You know, the Rays, the Blue Jays, the Yankees, obviously the Red Sox. You know, the Orioles, you know, they're kind of there, but you know, it's pretty cool to see. So as you can see, I'm looking at the ratings, but I'm doing this more so you guys can kind of get an idea of how things play out 5 seasons in the future with this roster. And yeah, that's about it. Pitchers are a little difficult to come by. They're not impossible, but we'll definitely get some into the team. So let's take a look at our pitching. Speaking of pitching, and who got sent down. No, just offensive players, it looks like. Yeah, just some offensive players. All right, okay. We've got Tata and Henley, who definitely could come up and help us if we can't afford any bullpen arms or can't even get some bullpen arms. Eichhoff's doing really well still. I mean, maybe we bring him back for another year, depending on if he wants $5 million or not. If he wants more than $5 million, maybe we have to look other areas. Connor Green was okay. You know, Guardado had a really good season in his rookie year. We've got Fry, who's still putting up fantastic numbers. Pagan, fantastic. His attributes are going down, so we definitely got to keep an eye on that. But great year. We've got Jim Davis, who was okay. Hernandez is lights out. I'm glad we signed him to that extension. And then, of course, Bruzdar, who becomes a free agent soon. I definitely want to try to sign him maybe to like a 3 or 4 year deal. Keep him, you know, as our setup or closer. Paddock, our new addition to the squad. You can see the 3-year deal that we signed him to. I mean, outstanding. Great top of the rotation, followed by Means. That's a great 1-2 punch. Sasaki. We've got Yanoa. We've obviously picked him up from the Braves as part of the DL Hall deal. And then Grayson Rodriguez improved a little bit. So, you know, he's only 24 and he'll continue to improve. Fingers crossed. Offensively, looks like Ramsey was sent down. Hit 241 with this. Yeah, not a lot of power. Didn't really get on base, but he's 20 years old. He'll improve. Heston was sent down as well. Struggled for sure. And anybody else? Doesn't look like it. So let's take a look. DJ Stewart only had 21 at bats and just didn't really do well. So probably look to move on from him. You know, we just have other bats we can use. Kurt Casale as a backup catcher. Logan Wyatt, meh. Jemai Jones, meh. And then Enos Wise was okay. Not bad. Hopefully he can improve and build on it. And then we've got Jordan Westberg, who not bad. Maybe we keep him at the second base position for the postseason. Austin Hayes, still fairly respectable season, but I think he'd be more of a backup depending on what Mullins did. And I mean, it's literally a toss-up. You could go either way with both of them. Like, about the same age, you know, they're both putting up really similar seasons. So it's gonna be it's kind of a coin flip. Who am I gonna go with here? Jazz Chisholm is still putting up fantastic numbers. Mountcastle put up a good season. Not really the power numbers, but you know what? I'll take it. A 376 on base percentage. Cordova was rookie of the year. Very good year. Love seeing it. We've got Rutschman, who's okay. You know, 21 home runs. You know what? I'll take it for sure. And then, of course, Jonathan India, who I was expecting better. I really was. So let's put. You know what? We'll stick with Weiss and or Wise. I keep saying Weiss, but it is Wise. We'll put Westberg in, and then he'll go there. I think that's about it. Where's Westberg? Give him the shot for the postseason. And pitching wise, I think we have an extra pitcher, but I think we'll be okay with that. I'm okay having the extra pitcher in the postseason. So here we go. Let's see how we do facing the White Sox. Ooh, okay. We sweep them. Perfect. We are now taking on the Angels. And as much as I would like, you know what, a pitch for us, I would rather have our top 3 pitchers be there leading the line. So game 1 we win, game 2 we win, same exact score, 6-5. We win the third, sweep them. We're in the World Series taking on the Braves. Okay, so Soroka versus Paddock means Sasaki, Yanoa, and then Rodriguez. Perfect. That's how it should line up. Game 1, we lose 2-4. Lose the second one, and oh no, we get swept by the Braves. But you know what? We made a World Series. We're progressing. We lost in the ALCS. We lost in the World Series. We're this close. Yeah, we got swept in the World Series, but we're progressing. We're getting there. So plus we still got 5 seasons to go. We got plenty of time. So Kershaw retires. Exclusive negotiations. Paul Fry still putting up really good numbers. 33 though, so like I'm probably gonna continue to do like a 1 year kind of here and there type situation where, okay, so he wants, you know what? I'll keep it at 13. We'll do the club option. That way we can just kind of save the time of possibly having to do it next year. Pagan. I'm going to decline the option. 10 mil is a lot. How much does Eichhoff want? Ooh, hold up. I'll bump it up. 11 mil. 2 years. Club option. He's been pitching really well in that long relief spot. Might as well keep him on the team. And then DJ Stewart's going to go. Kurt Casale, we can let walk. And Mullins wants 6 for 5 years or 13 for 5 years. I mean, they've been putting up really similar numbers, but yo, Mark, I'm gonna need you to chill. Come on. We're gonna go with Mullins. But I'm gonna go with just like a 2-year deal, just in case we have some other players starting to pop up. We'll do a club option as well. See what he says. Austin Hayes has been great, but I want to get Wise in the mix and see what we can do with him. So 40 man. Let's see. We're gonna add Tata. We're gonna add Henderson as well. Henderson's stats, I'm pretty sure, are pretty bad hitting wise. 72 and 70. Maybe. How do we get him in the? I mean, those are good hitting stats too. Because we got Ramsey. We got a lot of players to think about. How are we going to get them into the team? Obviously, everybody's going to get arbitration. Not Dunning. We're going to let Dunning walk. We're going to try to add a couple players in free agency. But I think maybe we go like this. And maybe we add a little bit of pop to the lineup. You know, maybe like a good hitting power bat. I feel like that's what we're missing. Someone that's going to hit 30, 40 home runs. We don't really have that in the team. Yeah, we have Jazz Chisholm. But outside of that, you know, Jazz Chisholm's our power bat. Come on, we need a little bit more oomph to really take it to the next level. We've got a couple good relievers already in the farm system, so let's just focus on getting like one good bat, keeping some of these young guys, and then seeing what we can do. The draft wasn't amazing for us. Let me see. Signed, we had Dave Hawk, 64 overall with A potential, Alvarado, 62 with B potential, and then a 59 overall with B potential. So again, nothing too special. It's going to take some pretty good players to like immediately make an impact. So outside of this, I probably won't show you the draft too much more unless we get like a crazy good player. So there it is. All right, season 6, right? Yeah, season 6. And yeah, let me show you some roster moves that I made. So transactions, roster history. Jazz Chisholm, signed him to a new deal, $22 million for the next 5 years, basically the rest of the rebuild, and signed a couple youngsters to the team. The main one being Acuna's brother, Luis Angel, and that was really about it. We got Jonathan Hernandez back. That was last year. Luis Robert, signed him to a max deal for, you know, the rebuild and then some. But I was looking for a power bat. I thought, you know, maybe we could go Jordan, but Jordan was going down in overall and attributes. There were a couple first basemen that I was looking at, but I was like, you know what? If we don't keep Mountcastle because, you know, for some reason he's just not doing well, he continues to kind of be just average. We've got Luis Robert. I feel like that's a good pickup, and then a couple like relievers and other players just to kind of fill out the team, and that was about it. That was really about it. So yeah, I like the team. Paddock, Means, Yanoa, Sasaki, and Rodriguez. Great pitching staff. Guardado. We got Fry. We got Tata, Davis. All guys who we drafted. Hernandez, Gratterall. I know we give Hernandez the closer job technically on the contract, but Gratterall has been really good, and Hernandez has been really good as a setup. So I don't want to change it. And look at this offensive lineup. I think the offense is what's holding us back. I definitely think, you know, I like Chisholm. I like Robert. I like Cordova. I like Rutschman. And then really kind of the rest of it's kind of open to whatever happens, happens. I was kind of hoping some of the players that we drafted would have done a little bit better, but they really haven't. You know, Chung potentially could come up, plays first base for us, helps us out, or plays DH for us. We've got Steven Sanchez, again, could come up and help us like with the hitting, but they're low rated. They're not really more than what, a first baseman or a DH, which I don't think we're going to need a first baseman for the future. We got Cordova, who had a great season last year. Potentially could use a DH with Mountcastle, but you know, Wise really isn't popping off like I was hoping he would have. He's got speed, fielding, he's got the vision, the discipline. We just got to get those contact numbers up. And he's 26, so this is kind of like the year where I'm like, please do something. Please do something. You know, Jonathan India, he gave us 2 really, really strong seasons and then kind of fizzled back to like a okay year. And then Ramsey gave him 1 season, so we're still going to give him time. He's young. He's got time to develop. So, yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Robert being the big pickup. And then if things don't go well this year, then we'll just, you know, move onward with the team. You know, like, hold on. Who's a free agent? Yanoa. We've got Mountcastle, India, There's a couple other players that, you know, we've kind of held on to that we could always look to trade as well. So this is definitely a season where I'm like, if things just don't work out, we're in season 6 already. We did make a World Series, but I want to get better. So let's get through it. All right, so 99-63 won the division once again. Like, we're consistently winning the division. We're doing well. We just got to get to that next step. We're ranked 3rd in baseball, 3rd in contact, 2nd in pitching. Everything else is kind of like in the middle, so nothing too crazy. So team average is good. Team ERA went up a little bit. That's a little worrisome. I don't want to see that, but we did win the division. You know, we have one of the better records in baseball. And on paper, we're, you know, the Giants, yeah, they're up there, but we're looking like one of the best teams. Brusdar Gratterall had the most saves. Paddock did well. And then triples for Robert. So, I'm a little worried that the ERA jumped up so much. It makes me think that we're going to have to spend a little bit of money on some pitching. Jazz Chisholm up there as well. He's looking like he's going to be quite the beast for us. And then we got a bunch of gold gloves. So, what could we do with this team to take it to the next level? Because clearly something's missing, right? We need something. Something is missing. And let's take a look here. So, okay, that's already one where we know Jared Eichhoff fell off a little bit. Woo. Yes, sir, he did. Tata, you know what? As a first season, not terrible. Definitely could improve. So that's one thing to look for. Tom Henley looks so good. We're looking good there. So, all right. They also brought up Hunter Harvey. So wait, who else was sent down? Am I missing somebody here? Oh, Tata. Yeah, Tata and Eichhoff. Yeah, okay. So Hanafi didn't pitch at all. Guardado is looking like a really consistent arm, almost identical numbers. Paul Fry is going down. It's a little worrisome. Still a good season though. Harvey didn't pitch. Jim Davis struggled a bit. Hernandez. That's not good. And Brusdar was outstanding. And then when we take a look at our pitching staff, let's see what we got here. Sasaki, yeah, but he's still doing pretty well. And wait. Going down already? He's been in the league for 5 years. Come on. And Grayson Rodriguez is doing okay. So, maybe I'm a little worried now. All right, who got sent down? Cordova. Ooh, yikes. No, don't do that to me. But we'll take a look at the rest of the league. Gunnar Henderson, I think he's going to be a good little bench bat for us. Good little platoon guy. Haskins, meh. Wyatt, pretty decent. You know, 3 home runs in 100 at-bats. Kierstead is all right. Basalo, I signed him in free agency as a backup catcher. And then we got Westberg, who got a fair amount of games, 80 games. And you know what? Did fairly well. I will definitely take that. So now we got to figure out what we're going to do with like this whole first base situation if Cordova's not doing well. Our leadoff guy killed it. Robert killed it. Mullins, still really solid numbers, 27 homers. Chisholm was like an MVP candidate. He killed it. Mountcastle did well, but I'm just not 100% sold on him. You know, like he's been good, but I was expecting actually he's been pretty good. Yeah, I mean, we'll see how much money he wants. He probably won't want that much, but he's been consistent. But the thing is, like, I need a little bit better than that. I need, like, outstanding. You know, I need someone that's going to blow my mind. Hasn't really done that. Wise, better. Like seeing that. He's an 88 overall. Okay, those are numbers I like seeing. I think we found a left fielder. And maybe we move Mountcastle to first or keep him as the DH. Rutschman's getting better. Like seeing that, especially at 26 years old. We got Ramsey. Okay. Improving. And then India. The experiment with India just really didn't work out, unfortunately. I was hoping he was going to be a lot, like, really good. So we could use Westberg at third. We could go out and sign somebody. Or we can move Mountcastle to third. And then get a DH. You know, there's definitely the possibilities all over the place. So we can keep, do we keep him there? Yeah, we'll keep him at the long relief spot, but I'm gonna send him down, which means I need to call up, what was it, Tata? May not be the best move, but we'll do that. And I feel like we need to call. Wow, he really dropped contact numbers, man. That is not what you want to see. So, okay, I know what to do for the lineup. So what we're going to do is we're going to go with 79. All right, we're going to do this. And we're going to swap those two. And then Mountcastle's going to go there. And then we'll throw Wise in. And then Mountcastle goes there. We'll throw in... Who do we go here? Because we need like a lefty hitter. I guess we could go like that. And then we'll just... Anybody hit lefties really well? Not really. That's another thing. We just don't have someone that just absolutely mashes lefties. Which may be something that hurts us, you know? And Cedric Mullins can go here. And we'll swap those two. So there we go. That's the team. Postseason time. Can we advance? We're taking on the Blue Jays. And... Come on. They have Corbin Martin there. So let's get Paddock there. Come on. Come on. We lose. Huh. Not good. Not good. I definitely want to step up the pitching. The Reds defeat the Blue Jays. So the Blue Jays went on to the World Series anyways. So I definitely want to improve this pitching. Because clearly we're losing some players here. So he fell down. But like he really gave us some good seasons. But I'm going to decline it. Cedric Mullins. Again, really good year. How much was it? 7 mil. I'm going to decline this option. Jonathan India, I'm going to let go. How much does Mountcastle want? I'll do 2 years. That, a club option. I'll bump it up to 16.5. If he does well, we keep him. If not, he's gone. I'm going to let Jonathan India go. John Means, I'm going to pick up the option. Yanoa, we gotta give him some money. We'll do that. We'll backload that as well. And Paul Fryer, I'm going to let go. I'm going to decline it. I want to see what we can get in free agency as well. We don't have a lot of money to play with. That's another thing that's kind of like making me be a little bit smarter with the money that we have. I got to add Henley. I don't want to lose Henley. I don't want to lose Acuna. I don't want to lose Chung. Arbitration, everybody. Contracts, everybody. And what I'm thinking is Mountcastle just stays, he could play left. He could play right. Actually, what I'll do is I'll go Wise and right. Mountcastle and left. We'll call back Cordova. Ooh, actually, I'll figure it out. I don't know yet, but we definitely need some bats. We definitely need some bats, and then so we'll keep the rotation the same. We'll definitely call up some of the bullpen arms that we have. We have that Henley guy. He slots right in perfectly. All right, season 7. Let's talk about this team that we've kind of assembled here, and we've got a couple free agents. I signed Bruzdar to a long-term contract. I wanted to keep him with the team. I felt like that was the right move. He's only 28, so I felt like keeping him with the team was pretty good. Pretty, like, the right move, I would say. Jazz Chisholm, I'm pretty sure I've already mentioned this, but we signed him to an extension. I signed Alec Boehm. Yeah, he was sitting there, and he was sitting and sitting and sitting and sitting. Nobody was signing him, and I thought, you know what? Let's do it. I backloaded his contract, so for the next couple years, we have the lower end of his contract, and helps us out a little bit. And then I signed a couple players just to kind of help out with some of the missing pitchers that I was letting go. But like nobody else was really of big note. But I mean, Alec Boehm to the lineup helps us out so much. We have Mountcastle on left. Kierstad's kind of helping us out with the DH spot. We have Enos, Wise. We have Rutschman, Ramsey, Cordova. I mean, like we've still got a fairly young squad. Most of them are under 30. I don't think we have over a 30-year-old, which that's huge. Like 24, 23, 29, 24. Like this is still a really young squad. And of course, when we take a look at the budget, John Means does become a free agent this year. I'm going to keep an eye on him. I'm a little worried that as he starts to approach the 10-year service mark, he will start to fall off a little bit. So either I'm going to do like a 1 or 2 year deal. That way we can keep him at least. We might even keep him for the rest of the rebuild. What is that? What is that? 7, 8, 9, like 4 seasons? That'll be pushing it. But we'll have to wait and see. We also don't have a lot of money. Only 10 mil to play with. Sasaki becomes a free agent. That's another big name. He's been fairly good. Rutschman hits free agency soon. Who else hits free agency soon? I think that might be it in terms of like bigger named players, but we at least got to be smart with our money. We're 5th in the league, and I mean, looking at the team, I think this is kind of, I'm trying to think here. It might be the make or break year for Cordova, however you want to say it, just because like He's 24. His hitting stats are good, but they're not great. I've given him 2 seasons. This will be his 3rd. Are we going to get a 2025 or a 2026? You know, that's what I'm trying to think. And we have other names that we could get into the team. Like, this guy could just come up and be a hitter, right? He could play DH. We could move Mountcastle to first. Maybe Kierstead plays left. We could also turn to Tommy Chung. He can play first base. So we have different options we can turn to, save us a little bit of money. And then that way we can just focus on keeping the pitching really strong, because I feel like we've kept a pretty strong team. I just feel like maybe we could do a little bit better. We still do have Dave Hawk, who's down here, who could potentially come up soon. And then I think that might be it. I think we've gotten kind of all of our prospects into the team. We did trade for this guy with the Dodgers not too long ago. He's getting pretty close. I considered bringing him up as a long reliever, but that's really about it. I think I've broken it down. I'm not gonna lie, most of my draft picks have been pretty mediocre. No one that like really stands out to like really bring up. So that's why I really haven't brought up the picks in like the last 3 years, since we're in season 7 right now. So yeah, that's really about it. Let's see what we can do with season 7. So we won the division at 96-66. We're taking on the winner of the wild card, which is awesome to see. And I feel like, again, and I've said this before, we've been a very good team. We've won the division. We've been close to a World Series. We just can't win it. We're currently ranked 2nd. I'll show you what we're looking like. I mean, good contact, good pitching, lacking some speed, some defense, and power. And I feel like power has been something that we've lacked. And I feel like I've tried to find some good power hitters. But at the same time, I've also wanted to get some of those young guys that we've kind of developed and kind of made like homegrown players into the team. I feel like that's the whole purpose of a rebuild. Yeah, it's great to go out and trade and sign the best players possible. But like for me, that's not the whole fun of, you know, franchise. Like I like taking advantage of making some crazy trades and getting the best players into a team. But I also like getting those players that I drafted and like those homegrown players into the lineup. That's the whole point of it, right? Like that's the point of doing the draft. That's the point of having those young players that you find and, you know, turn into MLB players, because like that's what franchise is, right? Obviously you want to win and everything, but for me, that's what I get in the, like that's what I enjoy about franchise, is getting those players that you found, you know, in free agency or in the draft, and then turning them into MLB stars. It's like that's what I find fun. And just building a fun and enjoyable team during a rebuild, rather than just like, oh, let me trade, you know, Joe Schmo for Mike Trout and add him to the squad. Oh, this guy's in free agency, let me just give him a contract and bring him into the team. Like that's great, that's fun. I try to bring in 1 or 2 players every season, but the big thing for me is like trying to get those young guys into the squad and just kind of find those players that you just never would have found before, and just make it a little bit different. So all right, so who was sent down here? We had Jim Davis sent down, and he's been one that's like kind of struggled. I'm not gonna lie, but he improved this year. He's only 23. I thought he was a little bit older. I thought he was like, you know, 26, 20, 25. He's been, you know what, to hop into the bigs at 20 and still put up respectable numbers. You know what? I'm happy about that. Let's see what he's been up to. I might make him the long reliever next year. So they called up Joe Gatto, and not bad. Brendan Hannafy, not great. I was just kind of using him as a placeholder until we could get maybe some other guys involved. Guardado had a little bit of a struggle this year. Robbie Tata definitely killed it. Henley's really good. I mean, he is insane. Look at his stats, unbelievable. We might have hit our end with Jonathan Hernandez. Wow, what happened? Like last year, something just completely changed, and he's just can't pitch anymore. And then Bruzar, outstanding, love it. So let's take a look at our starters now. Chris Paddock, still a respectable season, but he is going down, which is not something I really wanted. But I'm glad I gave him a little bit of a shorter contract than what I was planning on doing, because it looks like he's falling off. Same thing with John Means. Sasaki was really good, and then Grayson Rodriguez is still kind of putting up similar numbers. But as a 5, I'm perfectly fine with that. So I think John Means is gonna go. Like, he's been great, he's been fantastic, but if he's gonna start to go down in rating, I mean, his numbers still weren't bad. You know, if we can keep Sasaki and Means for 1 more year, or at least Means for 1 more year, we'll see. It really just depends on the budget situation. All right, who got sent down? Kierstead. Man, he's just not developing how I was hoping. And then Cordova, no. Man, he just didn't work out, huh? He just didn't work out. So we definitely are going to be in need of a first baseman. So that's something that we got to keep an eye out for this year. And then looking at our bench, Tommy Chung. Maybe Tommy Chung's that guy, or he's just our backup. You know what? Logan Wyatt. You know what? He's definitely earned a shot. Like he's I should have given him the shot. He's proven that he deserves it. 43 homers for Robert. And then we've got Jazz Chisholm still putting up great numbers. Ooh, whoa. No, that's not what I want to see. Mountcastle, great season. We've got Wise putting up a really good year, 27. So we're starting to see the prime of his career. I mean, this is one of the first players we drafted. I'm finally seeing those production numbers. There we go. Adley. We got Steve Ramsey. Man, he's not even working out, which is a little unfortunate. So we might need to turn to a couple different players that we normally weren't going to and hoping that they pan out. So maybe someone like a Henderson. Where's the other one we had? Oh, I think we traded him, didn't we? I think we did. As part of the Yanoa trade. It was one of the trades that we made, and I don't remember. I think it was for one of the pitchers. I think it was for Yanoa. We traded Adam West. No, that's not his name. What was the trade? What was the trade? That's not important. It's postseason time. We got to focus on the postseason. But you guys know who I'm talking. Maybe it was it? It was a shortstop, and I know who it is in my head, and I can't think about it. Oh yeah, we got to fix the whole lineup situation. So let's go with Logan Wyatt at first, or there. That works too, and then maybe Tommy Chung at first. We'll do that. Yeah, and then we'll keep the extra pitcher just in case, things get a little crazy. We'll throw him there, and then we'll throw him here. Boom. Perfect. Yeah, that works out perfectly. Yeah, let's rock with that. Pitching staff looks fine. If anything, maybe just bring up an extra bullpen arm, which means we're going to go to Jim Davis. Yeah, he was a little questionable, but at least we'll get an extra bullpen arm. So that should fix everything. If anything, I might throw Henley here. And let's rock with that. All right, perfect. Game 1 against the Angels, we lose. We lose the first 2. All right, it comes down to not Grayson Rodriguez. Nothing against him, but I just feel like maybe we should go Paddock, and we lose. All right, offense was definitely questionable. One run, 2 runs here. We definitely need to step up some offensive numbers. Yeah, we allowed a few runs here and there, but like we should be winning these games. 2-1, we should score more. 4-1, we should score more. 7-4, we won that game. 8 runs allowed here, which still not like, yeah, it's bad, but that was the worst we did. We need to score more. I think that's the big thing. So let's try to boost the offensive numbers. Let's try to keep the pitching staff similar, but also improve it there and see what we can do here. So heading into season 8. We gave him an option. He has been slowly getting worse. It might just be time to move forward. Plus, that's 11 million. That's a lot. Mountcastle, 8 mil. He put up a really good year. Let's throw him the cash there. Oh, he wants a max deal. Those aren't max deal numbers, my guy. And this is only 4 years. Like, yeah, he wants 28. Holy cow. What does John Means want? All right, I'll do a 1 year. We'll do 11.5. We'll do 11.5. That's a lot. That's a lot. And we only got 50 mil to work with outside of that. You guys can see below me, it says 64 in the available budget. I can't offer that. I just can't do it. Like, that's just, I can't do it. It's just not possible. And like, he's been good, but whew, that's a lot of money. All right, so let's add Sanchez. Let's add Malone. We could let Malone be the 5, move Rodriguez up to the 4. We'll add Blanco as well. Blanco, I can't remember if I signed him in free agency or if he was a draft pick. I honestly, I don't remember. Like, at this point, I've been drafting starters and closers. That's it. None of the position players have been doing well. So if you see a starter or a closer pop up out of nowhere, most likely drafted them. Or in free agency, this is the time of the franchise where a lot of teams are just letting go of their like 26, 27, 28-year-old pitchers that are like 77 rated that just haven't been used and they can't afford them anymore, so they just throw them into free agency. So that's where you can sneak up a lot of good pickups later on in franchise because a lot of teams just don't sign their players anymore. So yeah, arbitration and contracts, most likely everybody. And then free agency, John Means didn't take it, which is a little unfortunate. I'll keep my eye on it, see if we can bring him back. Let's see if he wants less now. He wants more, so we're just not going to go back in for him. I'll see what other options are available, but I definitely think strengthening, like obviously John Means slots in here. We could go like this. Oh wait, it'll be Means in the 2, Ynoa, Rodriguez, and then we go Malone, and then we just bring in a bullpen arm. Alrighty, season 8, we're ranked 8th right now. Best contact. Again, once again, not a lot of power, but again, pretty good pitching. And let me show you what we did this offseason. So I signed these two just to kind of help out, fill up some of the areas that we were a little short on. Nothing special, right? I signed Adley Rutschman for the rest of the rebuild, max deal, and I felt like I kind of have to keep him, right? And then really nothing else happened. I brought back, which is not showing, but I brought back the 2 pitchers that I thought we were going to lose in John Means, Henry Sasaki. Henry Sasaki is a 3-year deal, so we have him for this year, season 9 and season 10. The 3rd year is a club option, so if he doesn't do well, we can just let him walk in free agency, and we can look to spend that money elsewhere. John Means, I gave a 2-year deal to, club option, so if he doesn't do well this year, we can let him walk in free agency. And then the rest of the team is the exact same. Might as well, right? I feel like we've had a really good team. Odell Malone, the player we got from the Dodgers, is going to be our long reliever. And then I'm going to turn to everybody that we've kind of developed from the farm system. Henley, Blanco, Davis, Tata, and Guardado. I'm going to see if I can find really quickly where Blanco came from. It might take a little bit. I might not even find him, but let me see here. Ernesto Blanco, 2023 draft in round 2. There you go. Found him. And then another player I wanted to show you just in case he pops up. Grabavic. I don't know, however you say his name. He looks okay. He might end up being like a platoon outfielder for us. Everybody else has been kind of meh. Like that's really what it comes down to. Like no one's really going crazy with it. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But like I mentioned, most of the trades that we've had, or most of the draft picks that we've had, have been a little meh. So we'll have to wait and see. We are getting towards the end anyway, so like the drafted players are gonna need to either develop really, really quickly, or they're just not gonna have the feature at all. So this is gonna be the team. Logan Wyatt's gonna either be DH or first base. I'm gonna give him like a proper shot at a lineup spot. Steve Ramsey's on his last season. I'm gonna check it periodically. If he just doesn't do well, then I'll replace him with someone that we already have. And then obviously Tommy Chung as well. So he's probably the first base platoon guy. We've also got this guy, and I feel like having both is a little bit of a waste, especially when you look at their attributes. They're almost identical. Vision's almost the same. Fielding, contact numbers versus both are almost the same. The power numbers, almost the same. So, like, we could really either use one or the other. So, like, it just really depends. Alec Boehm, I think, has possibly gets traded. We can move Chung to 3rd. I don't know. We'll have to figure something out. Like I just feel like having Sanchez and Chung is just kind of a waste, especially when they're almost identical. And then, Kierstead hasn't been great. We have this guy who's just been sitting in the farm system like the whole rebuild. So we'll have to wait and see. Like we have some good players. Cordova doesn't even make the squad this year because he's been so garbage. And we'll have to figure it out. Weiss probably should moved up in the lineup, huh? Maybe where Bohm is. Yeah, maybe we do that. And then someone that hits lefties really well. Maybe Chung goes in the 3 just because he hits lefties so well. And we'll do that. We'll go something like that. Yeah, that works. Like I said, I like the team. I think we're really good. We just lack the power. But I feel like we've got good players in those positions. So last season for Ramsey, if he doesn't do well. And then if, Wyatt doesn't do well, then we'll just go with Chung or Sanchez. Or we could go with both, to be honest. One is the DH, one is the first baseman. And pitching. Fingers crossed it does well. Season 8, let's do it. Another division win, 94-68, taking on the winner of the wild card. So again, top team in the AL. And ERA is really good. We're 4th ranked. And similar, high pitching, high contact. Good average, good ERA. and I feel like we're doing really well. But as per usual, I sound like a broken record. We're not getting to the World Series, and we're getting knocked out immediately. So, again, some league leaders, Sasaki and Paddock, and that was it. So, offensively has been like the big issue with this team. And now that I know that like we just don't have a team that is doing well offensively, we're starting to get some players that are running out on their contract and starting to hit arbitration years. Definitely looking to turn this team around. I feel like I've been saying that for a couple years. But now it's kind of like the obvious thing where like, man, this team just really hasn't been doing it offensively, and you can only rely on pitching so much. If you don't win, if you're not scoring runs, how are you supposed to win, right? So as much as I wanted to keep, some of these young players that we were developing, sadly, I just don't think it's going to work. So here we go. Hannafy didn't pitch. How did Malone do? Actually, really well. Really, really well. Okay, so maybe we have a little bit of a gem here that we got from the Dodgers. Of course, Guardado definitely picked things back up. It looks like he's going to sit around this 1.2 whip, 3.7 ERA. Tata, very good season. We've got Jim Davis, who he was like, hey, man, you sent me down last year. I'll show you I can keep my spot on the staff. Blanco was really good. I'm loving the goatee as well. Henley's been outstanding. And then same thing with Bruzdar. I mean, we've got a bullpen here, and I feel like the bullpen hasn't been an issue at all. Paddock becomes a free agent. We could definitely reinvest that $20 million somewhere else. John Means was like, hey, man, don't let me go. Let me stay with the team. And with a performance like that, I'll definitely keep him. Same thing with Yanoa. Grayson Rodriguez. I think he has one more year of arbitration, but if he does become a free agent, I think it might just be best to let him walk. Like he just hasn't really been putting together really good years. And Sasaki, okay, you know what? I'll keep him too. Here we go. Lineup wise. Oh, a couple players. Mountcastle got sent down. Oh no. I think he does become a free agent, so sadly he's going down. Kierstead, limited appearances, and then Wyatt. That's a good year. The power numbers may not be there, and he struck out a lot, but on base percentage, average, solid. He just didn't have like a lot of home runs or anything. But if we're looking to really pick up the team, we do need to add some offensive players. So we'll have to turn and see what we can find. So all right, we definitely need to look and find some good offensive players this offseason. That is the number one goal, because the pitching has been outstanding. But all right, we'll have to figure it out. So Luis Robert, still really good. I mean, he ain't going anywhere for the rest of the rebuild. Jazz Chisholm has been outstanding. He ain't going anywhere either. This guy's going to be a beast. Holy cow, is he good. Bohm was okay. Again, nothing spectacular, but we can work with it. Adley's outstanding, and then Steve's gone. We definitely need to change this team up a little bit. Oh, they sent down... Wait, they sent down Chung, too. His potential went down? Where is Sanchez? He got sent down too. Why? They should have just thrown him into the lineup. Okay. Wow. We definitely need to change up this team. Wow. Okay. So we'll call up Wyatt. He can get sent down. We'll call up Sanchez because he was decent, and I'm gonna have to figure this out too. So we still have an extra player that needs to go down. Who is getting sent down? Probably Acuna for now. Mountcastle, man, does he really not make the team? That is unfortunate. Oh, we do have an extra pitcher. Hold on. Let's send down Hannafy. Oh, I have to do a replacement. Do I go Kierstead? I guess we go Mountcastle, and then we'll get rid of this extra pitcher, and then we got to figure out the whole lineup situation now, which is a mess. All right, so let's figure this out. Let's go Sanchez at first. This is the DH. We'll just let Wyatt sit at the bottom. Actually, no. We'll let Wyatt go there, and that'll be the team for the postseason. So left field, Mountcastle. Ooh, hold up. Let's see. Someone's got to be able to play the outfield here. Anybody? Wyatt can play the outfield. I don't know if I like that. So maybe we go Haskin. He's been itching to get into the team. Let's do it. Let's do it here. We'll go Haskin in left, and then first base we can give to Sanchez. DH versus lefties. You know what? Let's go Westberg. Yeah, we'll switch it up. We'll switch it up. Obviously, we need some offense, and that's what I'm going to do this offseason. So game one, we do have the whole lineup set up. And we win. Perfect. Love seeing that. Love to see it. So we've got 3 games won. Grayson Rodriguez. Let's just go to our best pitchers here. And we'll let Sasaki go there. Grayson Rodriguez in the 4. Probably not the right move. And all right, we're in the World Series taking on the Mets. Perfect. Game 1, Chris Paddock. Did we let Grayson Rodriguez pitch that series? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah. All right, so we're lined up perfectly. Paddock, we win. We lose. We win. All right, Sasaki, give us that 3-1 lead. There it is. Grayson Rodriguez. Let's go Paddock. Let's go Paddock. I know you probably like give Grayson the shot. No, we got to go Paddock, and we lose. All right, so all right, we'll give Grayson the shot. He loses it. Oh no, it all comes down to John Means. It all comes down to John Means. Ooh, game 7. Alrighty, let's do it. Josh Rodney. He looks alright. Pretty high contact numbers. I know you guys couldn't really see it, but really high contact numbers. So, a double to start it off. The run comes in thanks to Jazz. A double play kind of hurts that little that moment we had, but it's alright. We got guys on first and second. Another double play. Come on. We're really going to do that? We're really just going to hit into every single double play possible. Enos. I think Enos, right? We'll call him Mr. Wise. He's the wise man. Anyways, I don't know what I'm saying. We're up 5-0, which is what I like seeing. That's what I'm happy about. John Means, can you give me one more inning? At least give me 5. All right, you're not going to give me 5. That's okay. We'll go to Malone. Let's see if he can keep this lead intact for a couple more. Come on, we got to get this run in. Whew. Keep the lead intact. We've got a 6-2 lead now. Malone, I need you to give me like at least a few more. I just saw they had Jonathan India. I wonder how he's been doing since we got rid of him. Dude, Wise is insane. And then they bring in the sack fly. Perfect. Okay. Let's see here. 7th inning. Can we get Malone to do it? Look at that. Clutch pitching there. We bring in another run. It's just going so well for us. This is the World Series in the bag. 100%. We'll still turn to some of our better pitchers like Henley. Hopefully he shuts the door as we had Jordan come up to the plate there. I mean, we'll let Henley close it out. Jonathan India, how have you been? He had one good year since he left. Actually, he's been okay. So maybe we let go of him too early, but I feel like we're doing Henley. Don't you do this. World Series in the bag. It only took us 8 seasons, but we finally did it. Let's see here. Wyatt MVP and then Jazz playoff MVP. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. It only took so long, but we finally did it. Offensively, everybody except for Bohm performed. Like literally everybody killed it, and I'm happy for that. So when we needed the offense to show up, they finally did. But now we got to figure out what we want to do. A lot of the youngsters not really panning out, so we really need to change it up a little bit. I'm going to pick up this Means contract. He's been really good. I'm going to let these 2 walk, though, because I just feel like we could use the money somewhere else. Might as well, right? Next up, 40-man. Let's add Xavier, because I said I was looking to possibly bring him up to the team. And that's really about it. Arbitration. I'm going to let Cordova walk. He's just going down in rating. He's not really improving much. He's not really doing much. We're going to let him go. Basalo's been an okay backup. Like, he's not really played in a lot of games. And then Logan Wyatt. I'm going to keep him. Oh, keep him for a bench bat. But I think Cordova is going to go. I think he's the one that's going to leave. Also, how much does he want? 3 mil? Maybe. He's a toss-up. I got to think about it. I also got to see how much money we have in free agency. 48 mil. Probably going to bring him back, realistically. Everybody's getting a contract. And then whatever I can afford, we'll try to bring in someone. I see Wander Franco there. I mean, we do kind of have a second base spot open. So let me trade some of these players that like just aren't going to feature for the team and are making a little bit of money. So players like Ramsey. What can I get for Ramsey? Who else could possibly be out the door? Kiersted's been okay. Not really. You know, like I get like he hasn't really been given a chance, but like at the same time, he has. I don't know. He just like I don't know. Let's open up some cash. It's only 3 mil, but let's open up some cash, and we're gonna see what kind of prospects we can swindle from another team here. Hideo Okada from the Pirates. Let's go take a look at him. I know you guys couldn't see it, but that's why I was trying to move fast. Where is he? Hideo Okada. You know what? We'll take it. We'll take it. Looks like a decent pitcher. On top of that, we could either trade him. What about this guy? I kind of like his stats a little bit better. It's just the walks per 9 is what's worrying me. You know what? We'll go with Hideo. We'll go with Hideo. Boom. There's the trade. I'll see you guys next season. Season 9, I'm going out for Frank Soto. I think that's who I want, right? Ned Domo Romo. We could go for him. He looks all right. He looks decent. Okay, hold on. Maybe we go. I was looking for like a player that was kind of like on the fringe of being MLB ready, but now I'm like looking at some of these pictures and I'm going, you know what? Maybe we go out and pick them up. What do we got here for Simeon Woods Richardson? No. Let's see. Anybody else? Francisco Morales. I mean, his walks per 9 is pretty low, so that's what like worries me a little bit. Like, it just, for some reason, whenever a player just has like really low walks per 9, they're kind of bad. What about Brian Beavis or Bevis? Okay, just barely miss out on him, but I definitely think there's a trade out here that we could get. It's gonna be like really worth it. So now I'm gonna like look around a little bit, see if I can find a different one, because I'm intrigued by some of these like players that haven't really gotten any shot yet and seeing where they are. So McAble's been pitching a little bit. You know what? Let's just go with the Soto trade. I think that's definitely the move. Unless, yeah, let's go Soto. So let's go back to the Padres. Where are they? And we'll go Frank Soto, 26 years old, 83 overall. And we'll make this trade for Gunnar Henderson, Glenn Allen Hill Jr., and Cyrus Roseboro. But like, I'm hoarding shortstops at this point. Like, it's getting out of hand. So I got to trade them, get a couple players in return, or at least one. And so yeah, there's that. I'm thinking about bringing in potentially a first base prospect, because like we got Sanchez, yeah. We still have Chung, even though he did go down in potential, even though he had like a good year, which don't really understand that one. And then I kind of need a second baseman, so I'm not really sure what to do yet. I also have a plethora of outfielders, so I'm going to trade this guy. Like, he wasn't bad, but I want to see if I could just get like someone that just crushes home runs, or maybe like a prospect that could potentially help us out next year if we need to like get rid of some contracts. All right, I'm trading for Eddie Castellano, third baseman from the Cardinals, for Tommy Chung and Logan Wyatt. Tommy Chung, he went down in overall. He looks good, right? Like, and or potential, he went down in potential, but like he looks good. But if he's gonna continue to go down, and Logan Wyatt, he's been solid for us, but I forgot we had this one guy that we drafted, so I want to show you him. And Eddie Castellano could potentially take over for Bohm if Bohm just doesn't do well in the future. So there we go. Let me show you the team now. All right, I'm gonna get D'Angelo Angle of the Mets. He hasn't played in the majors yet, and you know what? He looks pretty solid. I mean, the hitting versus righties looks really good. So there we go. There's another trade. Now I'm going to show you the team. All right, roster history time. Obviously, the trades. We brought in the next A-Rod, as he's been dubbed, Christian Hernandez, formerly of the Cubs. And he looks okay. He was a super cheap deal, $1 million for the next 2 years, which is the last 2 years of the rebuild. I figured let's just give him a shot, see how he does. Okada from the trade. I signed Rutschman for the rest of the rebuild in a long-term deal. Julio Rodriguez, brought him in. He's been crushing it. So I figured, you know what? 26-year-old outfielder with a potential. Yes, please, especially for 21 mil. And this guy, just to get an extra pitcher in. So now, pitching staff. We have an extra pitcher, Frank Soto. I'm going to send Clarence Cox down. That was the issue. I was like, man, I have an extra player somewhere, and now I can call up one of our third basemen or shortstops, or I could call Xavier up. Let's call up, I don't know. We'll call up this guy. We'll give him a shot. We'll just see. I have a lot. We even saw this guy. We also have this guy. So, okay, pitching. Now we can get this sorted. So, Odell Malone was really good here. Man, do I go Soto? Man, this is tough. Soto. So you guys can see the stats. Soto, Malone. You know what? Malone pitched so well last year. Let's give him a shot here. If he doesn't do well, we'll swap the two. And then, you know, the same pitching staff as before. Guardado, Tata, Davis, Blanco, Henley, Brewstar. Pitching staff, basically untouched. And then the lineup. We've got Engel, who we just traded for, Graffinino, Cespedes, Basallo, and then Westberg. And then this is our offensive lineup. You know, Julio Rodriguez slots in perfectly there. Steven Sanchez is here. And then you remember that guy way back at the beginning of the rebuild that I said could potentially be the Chris Davis replacement. Well, the guy is 28 years old now. He's got first base and second, and the secondary is his catcher spot. But the power numbers, I completely forgot about him. I saw he was 76 overall, and it like clicked in my head. I was like, wait a second, this guy's got power. Boom, he's in the team. There it is. So I'm actually gonna do this and then swap those two around. But let's just see how he does. He probably won't do well, and then we can also we'll just turn to one of these guys on the bench here and see how it goes. So we do have a couple players starting to hit free agency. It's just really dependent on who we can bring back and who we can't, and we'll go from there. So yeah, we're ranked second, first in contact, fourth in power now, ninth in pitching. So there we go, season 9. Let's do it. So another division win, 91-71. Not our best performance, and I'm wondering why. Because like when I was checking in on everything, like everything looked decent. Team ERA is a little high. Team average is, you know, whatever. We're ranked second. You guys can see this. First contact, sixth in power, 10th in pitching. That worries me. And looking around the league, the Mariners are really good. We'll do a team check-in the final season, just kind of see what all the teams are looking like. But I guess most of the division winners were around 90 wins. On top of that, there are no offensive leaders, which is unfortunate. But okay, fair, I suppose. Not even any home runs. We picked up some players that could have hit home runs. We do have some awards. Some gold gloves. That's it. That's kind of boring. But Julio Rodriguez was in the mix. Okay, we got that to look forward to. And that looks like is about it. Rookie of the year almost for Steven Sanchez, which is good to see. I like seeing that. So let's take a look here. So this is the squad. I switched it so that, you know, I had it how I had it set up for like the playoffs and everything. So it does look like, because we're at the 26-man roster now, right? So it does look like the CPU did send down some offensive players, because I called up Hannafy for the postseason, and then for September, and I also called up that left fielder Xavier Grabavich, however you want to say it. I called up those two guys to make it 28. So it looks like they sent down 2 offensive players. Oh, they actually sent down a pitcher. Davis got sent down. Yeah, that's who got sent down. He was having a terrible year, so bad. So I think he's going to be the one that just doesn't make the cut, unfortunately. But all right, Grayson Rodriguez, I'm not bringing him back. He's not good. Unfortunate. Like his numbers are going up, and like all his attributes have gone up since we signed or originally had him, but just not doing it. And that's kind of why I started picking up some of those other pitchers, because I knew we were going to be in a little bit of trouble. Guardado, what? Tata has been really good. Steele didn't even pitch, but he could potentially help us out in the bullpen next year. Blanco's really good. Like, he just doesn't allow a hit. Like, that's what it looks like. He had 29 hits in 41 innings. Henley's outstanding, and then Brewstar's still doing really well. Our starters, we've got Yanoa, Means, Frank Soto's really good. Sasaki, not great. I think we did a club option, so we could let him walk. And then Odell Malone is looking like he is a really good pickup. So I'm thinking it's going to go. I think Means has got to go this year. Unfortunately, I tried to keep him the whole rebuild. Maybe we make him a long reliever. I don't know. But I'm thinking Yanoa, Soto, Malone, maybe Okada. Maybe we could let Clarence Cox pitch. I don't know. I definitely think we're going to need a pitcher at least, because some of them become free agents. All right, who got sent down? I know this guy got sent down. He was hitting home runs, but that was really about it. And Graffinino got sent down. Who else got sent down? I think that's it now. Okay, so Xavier didn't get any at-bats. Okay, neither did Luis Angel Acuna. Basallo did pretty bad. Westberg was okay. Nothing crazy, but he was all right. And then looking at our starters, Luis Robert at the top of the lineup, you know, definitely took a step down, which is a little worrying because we still got one more year. I don't want that. Jazz Chisholm has been unbelievable throughout this rebuild. We've got this guy who's just insane. He's so good. Julio Rodriguez, great. We've got Rutschman, solid. Steven Sanchez, first full season, so definitely some room to grow for sure. We've got Alec Bohm, put up a respectable year with a 373 on base percentage. D'Angelo Angle, who I think he's got to play DH for us, realistically. Like, that's just getting him into the team full time. And then, unless Robert just tanks, And then Christian Hernandez played 35 games. Really? Why? He's in my... Wait, I'm so confused. What? He was in my everyday lineup. Why did he only play 35 games? Just why? Why did they? Because you guys saw my lineup every day. Like, you saw my starting lineup. I put that guy in, but he got the games. Like, does this stuff just happen to me? Does this happen to you guys too? I'll go back and watch my recording for season 9 to see if I did put in Graffinino, but I could have swore that I didn't. Maybe I did. Maybe I did. Maybe I just didn't have enough coffee today, where I just didn't realize that that I put in Graffinino instead of Hernandez, but I could have swore. All right, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I did put in Graffinino, but okay. Final season time. Machado just retired, made the Hall of Fame. I'm gonna decline this. Do I keep him? How did he do this year? How much does he want? 1 year. 8 mil? 9 mil? How much is out of our budget? I feel like it's just mean, man, but he is really falling off. All right, let's keep John Means. 9 mil. We can work around it. And what I am gonna do is Luis Robert is falling quick. I'm gonna trade him. That is how I'm gonna combat the fact that everything else is going downhill. So, what do we need? What are we gonna need immediately? Let's take a look here. Maybe an outfielder. Like, we do have him. He looks good, right? But like, I think he's gonna be like our 4th outfielder. Like, we got Julio. Ooh, we could use this guy too. How did he do? He was decent. So maybe we throw him in the outfield. Okay, so maybe a second baseman, since they didn't want to start this guy for some reason. Or a pitcher, because we have Yanoa, Soto, Malone, Means, pitcher for sure, because he looks good, but he's definitely not ready. Let's get a pitcher. Let me find a pitcher. All right, we're just taking all the pitchers from the Padres. We're gonna go Adrian Morejon. I'm looking at pitchers available, contracts. It gives us 32. We're giving away 32. We're getting 20, and we're gonna trade Robert, Eddie Yeen, who I signed a few years back, and Christopher Cespedes, just one of the outfielders that really hasn't ever gotten a chance with the team. So there we go. That opens up a little bit of money to spend this season, and I've had my eye on this guy for a couple seasons now. Season 10 time. Let's finish this off with at least one more World Series. We've been to 2 and we've lost one of them, so we're close. But like, and we've had a fairly good run. Like, obviously we're not going to be able to see all of them. We can only go up to 2025 here, or back to 2025. You can see ALDS won the World Series, lost in the ALDS, lost in the ALDS. We lost in the World Series, and then we've been to the ALCS. Like, it's been productive, I would say. Like, we've done pretty well, but I feel like we could have done a little bit better. I feel like we've been a little unlucky as well. So Frank Soto, we got through the trade. Christian Hernandez, Angle through a trade, Morejon through a trade. I said I've been looking at this guy with the Pirates. Switch hitter, looks unbelievable. Signed him to a max deal. He's on the team. DH, first baseman for us, and we're gonna see what we can do. The thing is, I let go of Davis in his replacement, or his replacement is going to be Evan Steele. Hasn't pitched yet. We also do have like a couple other guys who probably could sneak in. Let me get there. So we have this. I know somebody else has some stamina here, so we could call up Leahy or Leahy. That's probably Leahy. He could get called up if we need another replacement, or Joel Cesar, or Clarence Cox is actually a starter, so we might throw him into the mix. I don't know. We've got options. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm not too worried about it. Letting go of Davis. He's been hit or miss anyways. So Hanafy's going to be here. We've got Morihone, and then our starters. Our starters were really good last year, so might as well keep it the same. And then lineups, we've got Xavier, Acuna, Castellano, who we got traded, or we got the trade from the Cardinals. He looks really good. Those hitting stats look insane. Basallo and Westberg, and then this is our lineup now. I mean, it looks good. It looks really, really good. Obviously, Steven Sanchez is like the lowest player, but like overall, I'm pretty happy with it. So we're going to rock with it. We're first ranked, first in contact, fifth in power, fourth in pitching. Let's do it. Final season. Here we go. 103 and 59 won the division. That is what I'm looking for. Just pure domination. So let's go take a look around the league, see how some players have developed, or let's see if I see like any crazy prospects that have just like really just blown up, or like any players that have been like Wander Franco, 98 overall. Jeez. Okay. What else? Oh, Fernando Cordova's there. He's a 79 overall. Yikes. Just never really worked out, which sucks because I thought, man, we had just a crazy player like on our hands, like in our hands right there. Pablo Rodriguez, 87 overall catcher. Okay. What else do we got? Gavin Lux is 97. Heston Kierstead hit 293. Of course he did. After we let go of him. Who else? Any other crazy names? Francisco Alvarez is a 96 overall. Whew, okay. And I see some 92s. I was just trying to see if there was like a prospect, like Ricky Simon, 93 overall. Jeez. 94 for Nico Horner. And okay, so yeah, that's kind of the league right now. And I guess we should hurry up a little bit so we're not here all day. But you guys can see Trey Cabbage. Is that a real player? I feel like I've seen his name before. I feel like it is. But okay. What is 5'8", 207? Dude, okay. All right. Just built like a semi, but all right, that's the league. There we are. That's everybody, every team. And now let's see how the league played out. So let's take a look at standings here. And 100 wins for us. Are we the only 100-win team? We are. Perfect. All right. League leaders. Malone with the best ERA. And then MLB league leaders for Casto, D'Angelo, Engel, and Casto again. So there we go. We've been waiting for some offensive players to really take it to the next step. And we finally got it, which is awesome. Like, that's what I've been looking for. And now, what awards do we have? Probably an MVP for Casto, right? A Gold Glove, a Rookie of the Year for Acuna, and then Casto. Did my lineup get changed again? We'll have to wait and see. So, Casto won MVP. Ooh, Jared Walsh, dude. He's been killing it. Who's Cole Carrur? What is that last name? Dude looks really good, though. Looks really solid. His contact numbers are both above 90, which is unreal. But, okay, I'll take it. And then Rookie of the Year, where is it? Right here. So he played in 140 games. So he definitely started over Christian Hernandez. But he shouldn't have, because I have my lineup set to manual. So we'll have to wait. Maybe he got sent down. Christian Hernandez might have been sent down. So let's take a look here at our pitching. So Alvarado was called up over Hanafy. Was Hanafy doing poorly? Yeah, that's unfortunate. Anybody else get sent down? Blanco. What? It wasn't bad, but it wasn't the normal Blanco self. But we'll call him up, and they called up Leahy instead, and he wasn't that much better. So let's just get Blanco up immediately. Where is he? He is right here, and we'll send down Leahy. And all right, let's take a look now, see how everybody did in the squad. So we've got Alvarado, who came up and did a pretty good job. Guardado back to his normal self. Robbie Tata had one like meh season, and ever since has been lights out. Evan Steele was great. Ernesto Blanco, Tom Henley, and then Bruzdar, like his worst season, and like it still was very good. What was that? 58 saves I saw. 58 saves. Whew. Morihone, yikes, just traded for him to be the ace, and he just was not great. Huascar Ynoa, outstanding. John Means, 36 years old. The whole rebuild, he's stuck with the team, and talk about just clutch performances. Soto and Malone. I mean, honestly, we might just go something like, just move Morihone down. We might just rock with that. All right, so Ferguson got called up. And see, you can see Acuna's on the bench, right? And so then who got Oh, so Castellano got sent down, even though, okay, like, might as well have just got him the reps in the minors, so it's not like it's the worst thing that happened. But you can see, Acuna's on the bench in every lineup, right? But yet, Christian Hernandez only got 54 games. Like, I get he wasn't doing well, but you see the issue here? Like, I'll put Acuna in the starting lineup because he clearly was the better bat in the team. But where... Excuse me? What's the deal here? Does Christian Hernandez not have second? He doesn't. That is the issue. Okay. Okay. Now I know why. That is why. That's my fault. That is my fault. Okay. So I was freaking out the whole time when he didn't have second base. That complete oversight on my part. A shortstop with outfield secondaries. What? Why is that the case? So that's my fault. I had a complete meltdown last season when that was complete just oversight on my fault, or on my part. Okay. Whoa. All right. That should have clicked to me why he wasn't playing, because that's the only reason that a CPU would get involved that much, is if a player didn't have the secondaries there. Now that makes sense. Wow. I can't believe that didn't even click in my head why he wasn't playing. Immediately I just assumed the CPU was trying to sabotage me, but that was, yeah, he just wasn't playing in a position that he had the secondary. Oh wow. Okay. Overall though, everybody had a fantastic season. Adley Rutschman took a little bit of a step back, but even Steven Sanchez had a good year. Bohm took a little bit of a step back. Probably would be a player I'd look to trade. D'Angelo Angle, pretty good. Luis Angel Acuna was pretty solid. So like, I don't hate that he's starting. And I can't believe I just didn't even see that he didn't have secondary as second base. That's just dumb on my part. So we're taking on the Yankees, and we're possibly getting eliminated. We're possibly getting eliminated. That would suck. The best team in baseball, and we're about to get eliminated. Let's go, Yanoa. Let's see what we can do here. 2-run home run for Jarren Duran. Went from the Red Sox to the Yankees. I'm not too sure that would be accepted too well from Boston fans, but let's see what we can do here. Can we get some runs? Any kind of runs would be big. We can't. 2-0. Man, that is a little disheartening that we're losing right now. I mean, Yanoa, yeah, had that rough first inning, but since then's cooled off, gotten back into a rhythm. We got to bring in the runs here. We have to. Runner was thrown out, but at least we got one. Yanoa's done after 5. That's okay. We can work around that. There we go. Wise at the top of the lineup delivering. Then Julio Rodriguez, another run comes in. This is the offense that I was looking for. Holy cow. Put up an 8 spot, a 9 spot this inning. Okay, let's get the pitching change going. Let's go with, what are we? Let's go. I do need a couple innings eaten, but do I go with the lefty? Yeah, let's go with the lefty. Okay. Error. Bases are loaded. Can he get me an out? No, he can't. Jesus. All right. Alvarado, please. All right. So Morejon is just a no-go this postseason. Just can't do it. And all right. So 10-6. It's a little closer now. It's still a comfortable lead, but you know, it's still kind of like we gotta figure this out. And I mean, I think we will. We're gonna go to Brewstar, close it out, please. There we go. All right, we advanced. Woo, got a little dicey there. Whew. All right, so Yanoa can't pitch this game because he's just going to be too tired. So we need to go Means, Soto. All right, there it is. Perfect. All right, game 1 against the Rangers. We win 6-5. We win 8-2. We lose that one. We win this one. Morejon gets us the win. Okay. All right, we're in the Mets, or we're taking on the Mets in the World Series. We can go to our normal situation here, so maybe something like that. Yeah, we'll go like that. All right, game 1 we lose 8-2. 4-3 victory. 10-8. Okay, it's 2-2. Morejon, can he do it? He cannot. All right, we got 2 games to turn this thing around. You know, Morejon had a really good outing last time. I threw my faith in him. Let's go with Let's go Yanoa. Yanoa's been good. Yanoa's been holding it down. So hopefully he can do it. And I feel like we faced the Mets last time we were in the World Series. And we're down 3-0. Yikes. Okay. I have faith in the offense, though. I have faith in the offense. We just need the pitching to do their job. So, first and second, 1 out. Please bring in the run. Luis Angel Acuna should have been starting the whole time. Man, did I do an oversight there. No outs. They sack bunt. And we get out of the jam. That is huge. We get out of the jam. And, come on, just maybe one more inning out of him. Can we at least get 5? It's greedy. But he does get, okay, 5 innings, perfect. And we're gonna turn to the bullpen now. We bring in a run thanks to Jazz Chisholm. And let's see, who do we go to? Man, they've got so many lefties. But Moriohome's dead, so we gotta go Alvarado. I need like 1 or 2 innings eaten. I mean, we could also go to somebody else in the lineup. So, first and second. Man, that sucks. Okay, 7th inning. Let's go Blanco. He's been really good for us. 1, 2, 3 inning. Perfect. I don't know why I thought he didn't get that. All right, there we go. Double play. Ugh, 8th inning. Tom Henley. Come on, do your job. A walk, a strikeout, and a 2-run home run. Wow. Oh, come on. No way, dude. You gotta be kidding me. All right, that's a good start. I'll take that. Then first and third, a double play, but look at Acuna in the clutch. First and second for Wise. Come on, this is his chance. A ground out. Okay, that's fine. We have a chance to walk it off, so we're going to go Bruzdar here. He goes 1, 2, 3. Jazz, who's 3 for 3. Julio, 0 for 4. And Casto, 0 for 3. We need some magic here. That wasn't it. That wasn't it. Guy on second. Perfect. Bruzdar gives us 2 innings of work. There it is. We walk it off. We stay alive. Whew. Wow. All right. Final game of the World Series. Final game of the rebuild. It all comes down to Frank Soto. Can he give us a good outing? Please. 1 run scores. That's okay. 1 run. That's nothing. We can get that back right here. Look at this. We're going to do it. 3-run home run thanks to Sammy Casto. Look at that. And now we just need, what, 4 or 5 more innings from him of no hit, no run ball. We can do that. Double play. Ugh. Okay. A double and a fly out. Okay, so far so good. Looks like he's settled in. Sammy Casto with another RBI. So that's 4 on the game for him. He's all our runs. He's killing it. Okay. Double, a fly out, and a strikeout. There we go. 5 innings. Can we get 6? That would be ideal. Okay. All right, 6. 2 runs allowed. That's okay. We're going to get it back this inning. Sammy Casto's going to kill it. A strikeout. Dang it. A single, and then Bohm gets out. All right, that's all right. We're in the 7th. Let's go to lefty switch righty. Let's go Guardado. Strikeout, ground out. 2 singles. Bases loaded. Come on, Guardado. All right. Let's go to a lefty here. Let's go steal. 2-run score and a pop-up. So they've taken the lead. All right. That's not good. First and second for Weiss. A double play and then a fly out. Not the best. A strikeout. All right. So a couple. That is so tough. All right. Comes down to these last 2 innings. Last 2 innings. We need something here. We need the offense to show up. An error. Bases are loaded. Fielder's choice. Ground out. Really. That's just like the worst possible. And a left Jordan, dude. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Jordan, both times, lefty. Just. Oh, we had it in our hand. And Jordan, both times, lefty. The matchup just, oh, man. That's tough. That one sucked. Man, but that's how it ends. And unfortunately, we weren't able to close it out, but that was 3 World Series appearances in 10 years. I'd say that's fairly good. Unfortunately, there were 2 losses, and I hope you enjoyed this 10-year rebuild of the Baltimore Orioles. Like I said, guys, I actually wanted this to come out yesterday, but just timing and everything, and on top of that, because this actually took me like 2 days of recording, just because I'm trying to get back into the flow of things, the whole issue with my computer. I'm hoping everything's fixed now, and we should be back. on the road to daily uploads. I know it's been a few days, but we should be back. We're good to go. Everything's looking good, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, thumbs up down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and enjoyed the content, and of course, get in the comment section. Let me know what videos you would like to see in the future. That's about it, guys. I'll catch you all on the next one.